perfect way to start the day. Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Look at him rolling out of bed right on the hit point. Hello, Christy Lee.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Louder.
Hello, Chick McGee.
That was exactly the same. Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Josh Arnold is at the sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I always try to be optimistic. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello,
Trying to work
Tom.
this time.
Hey, how are you? Glad you're here. Josh is not.
No.
He apparently caught a little something from the hooker he took to the prom. I'm not
Holy
sure.
hell.
So
That's no good.
He will not be here today. He's ill.
He hasn't been ill for a long time.
Hope he starts feeling better. Now, the first thing we have to do is check in with Ace Cosby. Still standing, still breathing. Ace is, once again, about to start day 6 of Nothing But Pizza. Did you have a good pizza weekend?
I did, but Saturday morning was tough. I was craving potato chips.
Oh. Put them on your pizza.
That's
See,
nice.
now, is that doesn't seem fair
Someone
to me.
made that point to me. Someone made that point to me over
what's so
the
unique?
weekend.
You could put anything on the top of a pizza
that's not
and then
valid.
eat it off. No.
In researching, going through various
Yes,
websites,
and in your in-depth research, yes, Ace.
there are a lot of potato-based pizzas out there.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
You mean the crust is a potato?
No, the topping is potatoes.
What?
You mean like French fries? Or
No, just
what are you talking
Some
about?
kind of Idaho potato.
Like mashed potatoes or?
Okay, that's wrong.
I'm looking that up.
Well, that's real
So what did
dumb.
you end up having over the weekend? Which kind of pizzas?
I think Friday was a California Pizza Kitchen barbecue chicken.
Oh,
Saturday,
those are good. I
yeah,
like
that
those.
was really good. And then I had Saturday. I had Annie's organic pepperoni pizza rolls for brunch, and then a home run in pizza for dinner, sausage. And then yesterday I made my own pizza.
Okay. Very nice.
Dude, you are going to keel over. I'm telling you.
Turkey sausage and mushroom.
You're just going to be here sitting, going over your, maybe next Monday. Next Monday, you're going to be going over your weekend.
My little 10-year-old Finn keeps going, Daddy, is Ace going to die from eating nothing but pizza?
And then Sunday, I had a clump. Yep, that's going to happen.
Well, I want you to start keeping track of these. Keep the boxes.
He is keeping track of
Which
them.
one?
Yeah.
Which one so far has been a delightful surprise and a taste treat?
I thought
The one I made yesterday was really good.
What
Which
was
one
on
was
it?
that?
Turkey sausage, mushroom, onions on a boboli crust.
That sounds very
Everybody.
good.
Here's a really great recipe for potato pizza with rosemary and olive oil.
see?
This looks really good. Ace.
I can't imagine what that. I saw a couple places locally that I can get.
So
it
it's
at.
potatoes on bread?
Potatoes, yeah, on a thin crust. It's a very...
I have to have 6 starches for dinner.
That's all your
That's the
carbs.
thing.
That's all your carbs.
I got to have a bunch of carbs.
I got a little mug.
I can't imagine what that would taste like.
Don't talk to me before I've had at least 6 starches. My goodness.
Sure, I know carbohydrates are pure sugar, but my point is...
Yeah, that doesn't sound tasty. Well, we'll have to-
Apparently, it's a very popular Roman pizza topping.
There you go.
Christy, you know what
In
you said?
Rome?
Yes.
You said the mashed potato. You know what? What if you like dolloped mashed potatoes in certain places, almost like ricotta?
Oh, yeah.
And you did like a leftover Thanksgiving pizza.
There
had
you
some
go.
shredded turkey on there.
That's doable.
Dolloped mashed potatoes, little cheddar on top.
Yeah, I like that idea. And the little chunks of turkey.
That sounds good. Yeah.
That's a little gravy here and there. Oh, that's good.
I think gravy would be the sauce.
Like a Thanksgiving pizza.
See, look at Ace innovating already. We're getting this pizza put together.
Do you have
wanna
any idea? He's eating nothing but pizza for a month, right?
Yeah.
And he's going to go over this every morning, right?
Right.
Do you know how long a month is? Boy, you got any idea?
You know how many people are sitting out there going, "Hey, that sounds good."
I'm going to say 2, maybe 3. And I don't mean 3,000 million. I mean 2.
I'm sorry. I think we're going to have Ms. Hooker create this Thanksgiving pizza with turkey, gravy, little bits of mashed potatoes here and there. That sounds pretty good.
I'd rather, well, yeah.
I think that sounds good.
So does this classic potato pizza with fresh rosemary.
Okay, well,
Just have a pizza with cheese and pepperoni.
That's
Isn't
the
that
deal.
deal?
Okay.
Good God.
I don't particularly like pepperoni pizza.
Wow,
Sorry.
it's too greasy.
It's too greasy. There's far too much flavor in a pizza. I can't handle flavor.
Want to hear a
Christy,
true
do you
story?
do the
Here's a story.
napkin?
Yeah, I do that. Dab.
Here's a story Willie doesn't know. We had a guy in here. This was in the
Here's a guy.
early days of what do they call it? Reality television.
Yeah.
And this guy had been extraordinarily heavy, and he went to I think it was an island. And comedian
an
Dick
island?
Gregory.
Dick Gregory.
Oh, that guy.
Remember this guy? Dick Gregory ran a facility where he was trying to help people that were severely obese, hundreds of pounds overweight. And this guy, remember this guy? And he came in here and he had lost a couple 100 pounds at least. And we asked him back in the day when he was eating whatever he wanted, what would he get? Remember this? And he was on, I think he said he was on welfare and he had just enough money to buy certain pizzas and he'd have them delivered. And he liked a triple pepperoni because it would arrive in a cardboard box. Remember this? Swimming in grease.
Swimming in grease.
Yeah. He died about a month after he was on our show.
Well, thanks. That's a great story.
Sorry.
Yeah, watch The Whale.
Yeah.
Right?
He gets a pizza a day, too.
Yeah, he does get a pizza a day. He and the pizza guy are good friends.
Can we go back to this weight loss island? That's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, Dick Gregory's a fascinating guy.
Chick, my weight can fluctuate from time to time.
Sure.
If I ever get so fat, we have to get geography involved to make me lose weight.
That's
if
right.
we have to take away 4 sides of land, just tell me. Just tell me that it's gone too far.
Didn't Louis Anderson used to do that? The great joke, like yes, he's on. Yeah, I know I'm fat. I realize that. I didn't wake up and go, oh my gosh, what happened? I mean, how do you get to that? What? How much did this guy weigh? With like 600-700 pounds?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But sadly, he's gone. But I just remember him talking about the pizza slices floating in grease because of the triple pepperoni.
I mean, Willie made fun of me, but I always dab my pizza. Get all the grease off the top. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
And this potato pizza, you can add an egg on top, and it's breakfast.
Okay, wait a second.
Something
what it
else
says.
happening in the world that we don't have to talk about pizza all day, all week, all month.
You know what, Chick?
Wait a
Actually,
second.
no.
Watch this. Oh, yeah? What's happening in sports?
Oh, we got gunplay in the NBA. We got one of their superstars. We got the NFL Combine. We got the XFL making headlines, but of course not for play on the field. And all sorts of things coming up in sports. A Canadian woman knows how to handle a conch. And
Oh, wow.
we'll talk about it.
Is she
Back to pizza talk.
she's sucking on conch?
What is she doing? No, she's blowing on.
Oh, blowing conch?
You know, wasn't there a TV show that started with a conch blow?
I think there was.
Maybe it was a cartoon.
Ace, come on. This is where you come in.
Yeah, it was really a bad show, so you'd know.
King Kong, right?
Is it?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think it's King Kong. Is it?
Doesn't the King Kong theme start with like a... I think it does.
King Kong. I never watched
You
King
know
Kong.
the
King
name
Kong.
of King Kong. You know the fame of King
If it's not
Kong.
Warner Brothers.
10 times as big as a man.
You like grape ape?
No, I don't
Here,
like
this is
grape
it.
ape either.
See if this is it. Hang on a second.
No, it's a trombone. It's not a conch. He looked at me like that was a conch.
It's not a trombone.
It's not a conch horn.
It's like a trumpet or something.
It's some brass instrument. It's
certainly
not
isn't a
something
conch.
you find laying on the beach.
It's probably a vuvuzela, if anything.
You're a vuvuzela.
He's crazy.
That's your insult? You're a vuvuzela?
Yeah, that's right.
Seriously?
That's all I got right
What is
now.
it, Monday early? How was that pathetic?
No. Oh, we can do pathetic.
You know the name of King.
Now, here's a vuvuzela. We tried them together.
Wouldn't you rather talk about pizza now?
No? Oh, shut up.
Hey, Pat, please tell me you have like a pizza song for Ace at some point.
Oh, I wrote her on.
do.
I wrote her on Friday. Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, I just got this message from Josh on my text machine here.
Shut up!
I didn't know that thing talked.
Sure, there's audio in there.
Okay, well, I'm excited about some of these new pizzas, Ace. This sounds very fun.
well, who is?
Can we get, we have to have Miss Hooker make one for Wednesday or Thursday morning. Why don't you pick one that you'd like her to make for you? Because she's an excellent chef.
I like the Thanksgiving.
Want to try the Thanksgiving pizza? I think that's a great idea.
Just.
And we get a pumpkin pie for dessert?
31 days.
You
in
ever have a
March.
pie in the face?
Yes.
Have you? Oh, yeah, you did that for the
That
commercial
TV
one time.
commercial. I had about
That's right.
50 of them. Boy, that gets old fast.
That's right. But they just filled a pie tin up with whipped cream, right? It wasn't really an actual pie, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now, we have a lot to get to here. Christy, you got a teaser for me?
Yeah, coming up, we have an update on our topless cannabis dispensary.
It's topless cannabis, Tom.
You know what? If this is the way it's going to start,
Cannabis.
I'll leave too.
It's a cannabis. Well, he'll just be here. It'll be his dream come true. Tom will be here with Ace, and they can talk about pizza and Bad TV and the XFL and all the obscure things. It'd be great.
We have a
right now.
strip club in a tent.
Strip club in a tent.
Yeah.
Okay.
bad.
All right.
Three-ring circus.
And the mullet is coming back.
Yeah, it is.
Willie, you're the
But
only
it's
guy
not.
here that
It's
gets
not
bubbly.
called a mullet, though.
Josh says it's called a bi-level nowadays.
Is that right?
That's the
okay.
that's the loftier version of it.
Right.
Although a lofty description of a mullet is just sad.
It's all in marketing, pre-owned. Okay.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about food. We'll get away from pizza for a minute. Talk about what HelloFresh has going, because maybe that's your taste buds calling you, going, "We're bored." Here's a great idea. I had to do some grocery shopping yesterday, and I was thinking, oh my God, I've been in here forever. Let HelloFresh do the shopping for you. Maybe a couple times a week, have HelloFresh deliver the ingredients. You put it together, and you're making restaurant-quality food. You're saving money. What am I talking about? I'm talking about something like, here's something new from HelloFresh, the one-pot pork and black bean chili, or the delicious creamy Dijon dill chicken, each with 30 grams or more of protein. This is part of their new program called the Dietitian Win Recipes, each under 700 calories. And here's the thing about HelloFresh. They've got an array of food available every week, more than 40 recipes that go from this side to that side, by which I mean you've got your vegan stuff over here, you've got comfort food over here, everything in between, low carb and low cal, whatever it is you're into, they're going to have it. What are you cooking over there, Willie?
Check out the pork sausage and shingled potatoes with broccoli and balsamic glaze. HelloFresh sends you 6 ingredients. You put those together in 4 easy steps. In a half hour, you have this delicious sausage and potato dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Some of this stuff is whipped up in 10 minutes. Find out what I'm talking about by going to HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. The 60 is in honor of the 60% off plus free shipping with the code BTShow60. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. BTShow60. HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. The kids will clean the plates. Great for date night, by the way. And great for helping the kids learn how to cook. They do the measuring. They do the shopping. You put them together and have a great restaurant quality meal. Coming up also, we have, of course, a world record and a couple of surprises, including the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the news. Oh, and some sad news coming from the world of rock and roll when we get back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
And a good morning to you. We've made it to Monday, March 6th. I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks for tuning in today. Reno Collier on the way with his Country Fried Take. That's RenoCollierComedy.com. Reno lives in Tennessee, and he'll be along to tell us what he thinks. Of course, last week he was outraged about the Alex Murdaugh trial. Of course, that's now come to an end. We'll see if Reno touches on that later this morning. I'm sure we'll talk about it, if nothing else. Also, sports with Chick McGee at the sports desk. Christy Lee with all of the news. There's Willie, Pat, Ace Cosby continuing his pizza every meal for the month of March. Oh, can't wait to hear all about it. Neither can Chick McGee. He's very excited about the Ace Cosby Pizza Challenge as we roll through a Monday with you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. A year after Will Smith smacked him on the Academy Awards stage, Chris Rock finally gave his rebuttal in a forceful stand-up special streamed live on Netflix, in which the comedian bragged that he took that hit like Pacquiao. 58-year-old comedian Saturday night performed his first stand-up special since last year's Oscars, Chris Rock, Selective Outrage. It streamed live from the Hippodrome Theater in Baltimore, marked Netflix's first foray into live streaming. Near the start of Rock's set, he joked, "Anybody who says words hurt hasn't been punched in the face." Disturbing story out of Massachusetts. University of Massachusetts warning about a TikTok trend after 28 ambulances summoned to off-campus parties. Officials said students were observed Saturday carrying jugs with a mixture of alcohol, electrolytes, and water dubbed blackout rage gallons, or Borgs, in a binge drinking trend gaining traction on TikTok. Officials said there were so many calls for ambulances for student alcohol intoxication, neighboring agencies stepped in to help. The Amherst Fire Department said none of those cases were life-threatening. So be on the lookout and warn your kids not to look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bob Bile Motors and I'll show you my take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hot dog Fridays.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Bashan?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific name.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. Now, we've got a couple of heads in here that have a lot of skin on them. One would be mine. The other would belong to Clint Howard, actor. Now, are you in every one of your brother Ron Howard's movies?
Oh, no. There's been a lot. Actually, the one that stopped the streak was, Ransom. And then I wasn't in Beautiful Mind, and I wasn't in any of the Da Vinci Code movies.
Did that hurt your feelings?
Can I say it pisses me off?
Yeah, of course you can.
Sure. Your honesty is wonderful and refreshing.
Yes.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
It's all me.
Yeah, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee. It's all her.
All me, baby.
Over there at the news desk, there's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
We're going to hear a song from Pat Godwin this break.
You got it.
All right. Josh Arnold has syphilis. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, there's syphilis. It's gonorrhea.
Willie Griswold.
I heard he got all three, and the third is herpes.
Hey, guys, don't.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting another note from him. He says...
Shut up!
Oh, sorry. No, it's apparently an upper respiratory infection.
Sure it is.
That's what you call
I'm Chick, and
Probably
here's Tom.
from huffing ass.
Huffing ass?
Not even an expression.
The use of that verb.
Isn't that one of the characters in Harry Potter?
Oh, Lord.
It's not one of the characters. It's one of the houses.
Chris Rock on that the live stand-up special he did on Netflix Saturday night. I watched it Sunday morning because I'm old. But he mentions huffing ass, if you will, during his stand-up.
No kidding. I have not seen the show. I'll have to check it out. I've heard it's very good.
It was kind of warm and romantic, actually. He said, I don't remember how many asses I've huffed, but I remember every hand I ever held. Isn't that nice?
Oh, okay, that's sweet.
Well, I would imagine that you wouldn't get that. Your wrinkled up face tells me that, but it's very romantic.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to hear it from the source.
You hold hands, Tom? You ever held hands with anybody?
No.
Other than your children?
No, what I like to do is high-five the genitalia of other men. Of course, I've held hands.
I've never
Can you imagine Tom walking down, holding hands in the mall? Yeah.
Or better yet,
I never stop laughing.
Have your hand in her back pocket and her hand in your back pocket. Yeah.
If you guys were ever holding hands, I would think that there was some sort of kidnapper in your house and that you had to send me a sign without saying anything.
We hold hands.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's get that
You're
song.
not romantic, is what we're saying, Tom.
Now, once again, Ace Cosby eating nothing but pizza.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Come on.
Just a second. I'm going somewhere with this.
I wish you would. Get him and go have a pizza, will you?
What are you having for breakfast this morning, Ace?
It's a healthy choice barbecue chicken on cauliflower crust.
Okay, if you and if you can't envision this in your him just saying that, think of if any of you ever had a baby,
Yeah.
and then the baby's over in the tray and they're checking the APGAR scores and all that. Well, then something else comes out after the baby.
Yeah.
That's what this pizza looks like.
Isn't that called meconium or something?
That's first poop.
No, it's
The afterbirth, the placenta.
Oh, the placenta.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that there's some
placenta pizza.
Yeah, there has to be.
Absolutely.
Someone who does that.
Sure.
Some tree-hugging idiot. Okay, now, Pat, you have promised not only is Ace eating nothing but pizza, you've promised a pizza song every day. We didn't get to it.
That's what I heard every day.
We didn't get to it Friday because we had Greg Morton in here with us. What a great, weird show that was.
And by the way, I bumped into a couple of Canadian friends. They're in my euchre club.
Yeah.
I asked them about a move-in pick in Toronto, and they looked at me like I was from Mars. They had no idea what I was talking about.
It's a now defunct food court.
Well, I know, but you would think if they're Canadian, they would know, and Morton knew, but I think he was having a laugh on us.
I don't think
didn't
so.
tell
I
us.
went to see him. He was fabulous.
Of course, he's great.
Gosh.
I don't know.
He's an awful man.
No.
And I took a fellow Canadian friend, and he enjoyed Greg very much.
Let me ask you something. Do you have a friend from every country?
Yes, I do.
That's very nice. That's
Wait, what are you doing, buddy? You said you've got Canadian friends, too. What's going on?
Yeah, but I don't do it every day. Oh, Italy? I got a couple of Italians. I don't do that.
Okay, well, let's move forward here.
Yes.
Now, Pat, you've promised a pizza song every day for Ace.
For Ace, you got it. Here we go. Billy Joel. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Some folks like pizza just for the cheese. Or the fact that it's delivered whenever you please. But that doesn't matter to me. Just make it crispy at 800 degrees. I don't care about the toppings and sauce. Make sure the dough is kneaded, flattened, and ready to toss. 'Cause you know what's important to us.
What is it, Pat?
It's always been a matter of crust. Always been a matter of crust. Always been a matter of crust. Good night.
I've always wondered why Billy Joel didn't sell that to somebody. Then I realized he doesn't need any more money.
Well, did he get ripped off there one time?
He does. What does he do? Madison Square Garden residences all the time. He's great. I love the beginning of that song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think that's the only song that starts that way. A count off like that.
Like a song count off, yeah.
I think he does it with a certain gusto. You incredible prick.
No, I didn't. I said that. So, can you think of any other songs that start that way?
Well, there's a lot of songs.
All right, name 6.
they count off.
I saw her standing there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's that the
Who
U2
did-
song.
let me guess who did that song. Was it the Beatles?
What's the Beatles?
You can't like the Beatles. You can't have friends. What else?
You can't talk about pizza.
Can't talk about pizza. That's
Chick,
right.
can I tell you something? Whatever you're doing, man, keep it up.
Okay.
I'm having a blast this
Okay,
morning.
All right.
I want the big,
watching my last day on the air.
I
You're
want the
having a
big
blast.
man talk about pizza more, just so you can tell him to shut up again.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad we got our Canadian content out of the way. That's certainly important. I have a friend from Canada, too. Willie, do you have any Canadian friends?
Kind of. I wouldn't call him a friend, but I know a couple guys.
Well, I don't call these people friends. I mean, I know them. I'm not sure of their names. I think the man's name's Bruce, but I think, but everybody in all the guys' names are Bruce in Canada.
Yep.
Canada.
I was texting with a Canadian Saturday.
Oh, jeez.
So the question is, was it a member of Triumph or Rush?
Coney Hatch.
Who?
The band Coney Hatch.
Coney Hatch.
Okay, you said that like it's the Beatles.
Coney Hatch.
Coney, is it Coney or Tony?
Coney.
Coney like a
C-O-
Coney.
yeah.
How many people are in the band?
4.
4. Wait a minute.
1, 2,
Counting them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, there's 4 of them, all right.
What's wrong with you? Why did you stop that?
Yeah, that's a good song.
God, you're horrible. Just let it go for a little bit, will
1,
you?
2, 3, 4.
You know, they really need to tighten up, you know?
What a great song.
That's live.
And that great guitar in there. Oh, that's
very
nice.
chunky.
I just clicked on Twitter, and the number one thing trending is herpes. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. What's the problem with herpes? Let's go.
Why is herpes trending?
Like everybody
It never-
has it. I think
Never goes away,
Why is
right?
anything trending?
I know,
any
it's
given
so
day? I don't know.
weird.
You know, there's a herpes that lives in your cheek.
What?
And there's like 90% of people, it's a fever blister sore.
Oh.
It lives in your cheek, and every now and then it pops out. And yeah, like I think, like, correct me if I'm wrong.
Could we get back to pizza, for
of people
God's
have it.
sake? I know we got the beer snake coming up. Pat, I enjoyed that song very much.
Oh, thank you.
And Pat, I got to give you a warning. Believe it or not, this again today, that Pablo Escobar hippo thing is back in the news.
Back in the news.
Again.
Do we have a head count on how many hippo are down there?
Yeah, and it's over 150 now. And they started with 4.
Yeah. And they say it could be, what, 800?
And
by...
they were going to castrate them, and then apparently that's rather difficult. Hippos are very dangerous.
Aren't they the most dangerous?
They kill I read about 500 humans a year are killed by hippos.
Somebody sent me a video and there's a family of lions swimming down a river. Okay, it's a mama lion, daddy lion, and a little baby lion. And all of a sudden, you see this hippopotamus come from left screen.
Oh,
and this thing is flying, and it gets a lion in its mouth, and it's not pretty.
Wow.
yeah. It's like the lions are in a kayak, and this hippo is in a cigarette boat or something.
The lions aren't sleeping; they're digesting, is what I'm saying.
Oh, nice. That's awful. But what we have. So, anyways, Pat, I know you've got a Pablo Escobar hippo tribute. You might want to polish that. We got that story coming up. We've also got beer snakes in the news, and we also have a couple of strip club stories coming up. One of them involves Hurricane Ian and recovering from that. And also, it's the start of the spring break season. Probably, I think the earliest is, next week? Mm-hmm. Are there some this week maybe already? Which means we can look for all kinds of action.
I know my college.
Various spots of Texas, Florida, and Mexico.
Chrissy has friends going on
March 11th.
spring
What?
break. Yeah. You have friends going on spring
No,
break
I have a
very soon.
kid that's going on spring break because she's still in college.
She's going to Canada?
Hasn't she got a
she's
job
going to
yet?
Florida.
Tell her to get a job, will you? Jeez.
Part-time job at least.
She does have a job.
Tom, aren't there
She works
kids
on a
who just,
podcast up there.
aren't there just kids who want to stay in college for the rest of their lives, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a friend that did that.
There you go. See? That's what she's doing, I think. She's taking full advantage.
She's graduating college in 3 years, you tool.
Well, we'll see.
By the way, you should tell 3. That's not for me. College, what? 7.5. Have some fun. Take some time, Soph. Have a good time.
See, you worked hard. She has all the answers to the test. See?
Yeah.
It's total difference.
I'm on the internet these days.
Okay. You want to give me the sports teaser?
We got trouble in the NBA, kids. And you know what Sunday is? Next Sunday is the selection show for March Madness. You guys, who brackets. And we all tournaments yesterday, the smaller teams, or translation, the teams Chick will get in the NCAA tournament coming up. Your Kennesaw Mountain, your Lipscomb.
Once again, we do a random office pool.
We don't fill out brackets.
Yeah. We need to do some kind of adjustment on that to reward. We should have a prize for the person who is the first out.
I think we do have that, Tom.
We do?
You do?
This is not the first year you've made this argument. No.
Have I won yet? The argument, I mean.
I tell you what.
You win every argument. Are you kidding?
If I give you $20, will you not talk about it anymore?
You brought it up.
I did not.
Yes, you did. I didn't bring it up. Who brought up the NCAA tournament in bracketology?
Chick.
Thank you, Ace.
Eat your pizza, will you?
Coming up,
we got Canada in sports.
What are they doing up there, huh?
Well, they're blowing stuff up there is what they're doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Not sure what that means. But right now, coming up, we have a couple of stripper and strip club stories, so I thought we would share this with you. This is Rodney Carrington.
Rodney Carrington is our guest. I was in Orlando, Florida here recently. I went to Disney World. I spent $3,000. I stood in line for 14 hours and rode 3 rides.
Wow.
Not real sure, but I think I got screwed on that deal. My ass was a little sore when I left the Magic Kingdom that afternoon. Also, went to a little, can you say bar?
No.
Yeah. We went to a place down there called the Booby Trap.
Oh, yeah.
Let
that's
me tell you,
famous.
that's exactly what the hell that was. A booby trap. And I tell you, I've never been so happy to see a place in all my life. The building is in the shape of 2 big old boobies, you know? and it's like a Wizard of Oz for grown men. You know, we pulled up to it. I just got out of the truck. I skipped up to the door. Little midget answered. He said, "Can I help you?" I said, "We're here to see the wizard. Is she here?" Oh, by God, she was. She had 2 big old friends with her, and I kind of like that. You know, I'll tell you, you know one thing you can't do is lie to your woman when you've been to a bar. You can't do it. You can't do it. Where you been? Bar. How much money did you spend? $9,000. Where's the car? They got that too. Where's your clothes? Hell, I don't know. Who's she? Hell, I thought she was you. You become dumber than hell, don't you? Then later on, it'll all clear off. You know, y'all be laying in bed together, and she'll ask you, "Well, did you like it?" Oh, God, no, it was awful. Oh, big, tall, blonde, big women, I damn near threw up. The whole time I was in there, I was thinking about you. I love you, baby. They got a place where I live in Tulsa. There's a bar that'll come get you if you need a ride. They got like a little truck. Got 2 big old on top, sirens. They'll pull up in your driveway. Truck. No, she's here. Pull around the block and I'll run through the houses.
Rodney Carrington at the famous Booby Trap Lounge in Orlando, Florida. A victim of the wrecking ball.
Yeah, no longer there, is it?
Yeah. Did you ever see it?
I did. Yeah.
The building.
You could see it from the freeway.
You know, 2 buildings shaped like giant boobs. It's very accurate. One of them was slightly larger than the other.
The left one.
They really put a lot of thought into it. The reason we featured that is to say hello to Rodney, number 1. Number 2, we have a couple of interesting stories in the world of the so-called strip clubs coming up. Sad news from the world of rock and roll this morning.
Yeah,
Christine.
Gary Rossington has passed away at the age of 71.
The last original member of Leonard Skinner.
Boy, he's dodged a lot of bullets, so to speak. A car wreck in 76, the plane crash. He had heart issues.
Final destination, you know.
He was in here a couple times. We had a great live day with the boys from Skinner.
David Lindley passed away, too.
I know, the guitarist. David Lindley, perhaps best known as the guitarist for Jackson Browne.
And he sings the high cool part.
Oh, won't you stay?
In the live Jackson Browne album.
Yeah. Oh, that's
a good song.
Good man.
I saw him with his band El Rayo X.
Yeah.
Wow, that's obscure.
He could play multiple instruments. One of the cool things about him was he would... I heard him in an interview once. They were asking about what his coolest guitar was or something. And he said, "Yeah, I found this one for like $8 in a pawn shop. It was made out of, I think, bowling ball material." And he would transformed these ancient pieces into really cool sounding guitars, and it was all about the music and not about the fancy label on the guitar. More sad news. We'll lighten things up for you. We have beer snakes in the news. I wasn't aware of what a beer snake was until last week. And as Chick pointed out, it's when you see news about the XFL and it's about the beer snake rather than the playing. Yeah, tells you a little bit of little something there.
The ratings are down too, I guess.
Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about getting hooked up with a licensed therapist online, and millions of people have gotten involved with this. It's a great program, and it's all about getting to know yourself, and it's about the importance of therapy. By the way, seeking therapy is not a sign of weakness. BetterHelp is all about deepening your self-awareness and understanding, because sometimes we don't know what we want. The world can be overwhelming. I compare it to opening up the TV these days, and there are 1,000 channels, and it's like, wow, there's so much on, I can't do anything. I can't watch. BetterHelp can connect you with a licensed therapist who can take you on the journey of self-discovery from wherever you are. We've all been through some weird, unpredictable times lately, and asking for help is a good thing. So perhaps it'll work for you. BetterHelp is found at BetterHelp.com. And if you go to BetterHelp.com/BT show, it'll knock 10% off your first month. Real quick, how does it work? You fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. This is entirely done online, so you can do it at your convenience and save money too. Once again, BetterHelp.com/BT show to get 10% off your first month. And by the way, if you're matched with a therapist that is not working out for you, you can switch therapists at any time for no extra fee. So try giving therapy a try with BetterHelp. Once again, it's BetterHelp.com/BT show for 10% off your first month. And the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT show. Coming up, we have the beer snake, the return of the mullet, more weird hippo news, and an update on topless marijuana dispensaries. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes. And we were talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, will there be, feminine hygiene commercials, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Bob and Tom.
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom. And I'm Tom. What is it, Tom?
San Francisco's gay Jewish congregation, Shah Ar Zahav, has dedicated its new synagogue. This is true, with 2 members engaging in the ceremonial blowing of the ram's horn.
KIZZ-FM. Kiz. Lucky that doesn't start with a J.
Stop it!
Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed.
Golly, Earl, that might be a pretty good idea.
I'd killed my wife when I'd wanted to. I'd be out of jail by now.
Dr. Ruth, when I'm dancing, what part of my body should not move?
Your bowels.
I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. We'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob. Comedian Tim Allen.
Oh, God. Using laxatives and a rectal scope, doctors were able to collect evidence over a period of 4 days.
I must have one. Rectal scope is a mouthwash. Your color's back to your face?
Oh, I was gray this morning.
So is yours, Tony.
Tony, you're... I'm sorry.
Thank you. I've got to go. You're gaining weight. My wife, when the first time she was pregnant, all I saw of her for 9 months was her ass hanging out of a refrigerator.
And if you believe that, I can't say that. Bishop Emeritus Frederick W. Freaking, who headed the Roman Catholic Diocese. That's his name. He was 85.
Did they have to pull the freaking plug?
Hey, boys, this is the Pope. I gotta go to the freaking funeral.
Encompass nearly 2/3 of the ocean and half the planet's surface. The treaty will create a new body to manage ocean life conservation and establish marine protected areas and ocean regions outside national boundary waters. Several marine species, including dolphins, whales, sea turtles, and of course many fish, make long annual migrations crossing national borders and the high seas. And the University of Massachusetts is warning about a TikTok trend after 28 ambulances were summoned to off-campus parties. Students were observed Saturday carrying jugs with a mixture of alcohol, electrolytes, and water dubbed blackout rage gallons or Borgs in a binge drinking trend gaining traction on TikTok. There were apparently so many calls for ambulances for student alcohol intoxication that neighboring agencies stepped in to help. The Amherst Fire Department did say none of the cases were life-threatening. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
That's only slightly better than my Wookiee. Good Lord.
Chick, let me hear your Wookiee. We can do a mating call.
Boy, I don't think you can say that on the radio.
That's some Wookiee of you, baby.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, Bob and Tom.
Oh, it's
It's Pepe Lescrote.
Pepe Lescrotum. Good morning,
Hi,
Pepe.
Pepe.
Como allez-vous with you?
Oh, we're fine.
Hi, Pepe.
I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting the non-urine.
Oh,
yeah,
was
the
that your
non-urine
job?
used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry when they were spanked.
They wouldn't?
No.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Yes, Pepe.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one.
It's coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. Josh Arnold under the weather. Here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Thank you very much. I don't know why we were talking about dunce caps last week, but I don't think it's done much anymore.
You brought it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't think it could be. I don't think it should have ever been done.
Well, Amy from Des Moines writes...
From all the late bloomers in the audience, I don't think it should have ever been done. Okay?
When I was in the first grade in 1970, my teacher had a dunce chair and a dunce cap. All I remember is it was almost always boys sitting in it.
Yeah, we're stupid.
She was very disturbed, and it scarred me for life.
I have breasts.
Wow. That's scary. The dunce cap, you know what the dunce cap is, Willie?
Yeah, it's a big pointy hat. You use it for public humiliation, essentially. That's pretty much
Isn't
it.
there somebody used that for an album cover? Like, doesn't Train have a kid?
Yes.
Right?
There
like
is
that?
one, and I'm not...
Man, I don't like them. Train, he sings too high for me.
You don't like them?
Makes me nervous.
Oh, God, they've got some great stuff. They got some great stuff.
Hey, Soul Sister does nothing for you?
Hey, Soul Sister! No, too high. Too high for me.
Come, loosen up,
I
man.
love Train.
I don't
What's
like,
wrong
I
with
don't
you?
like people high singing. That's me.
Really?
You know?
That's right. I'm against it.
You hate
Bee Gees?
Sopranos.
Don't care for it. Like this TV show. Don't like their vocals.
Frankie Valli.
Well, you and I share that Frankie Valli was stop singing high like that. But you know who I do kind of, I'm thinking now, I like Barry Gibb singing high. That's
great.
Yeah, Tim Wilson and I kind of bonded on that.
Yeah, well.
Fanny Be Tender with My Love is
that's a good
best song of all time.
Now, we have yet to dip into the world of sports. Is there anything exciting going on?
Well, we've got gunplay. You want to hear about it? Let's do it. Memphis Grizzlies coach Taylor Jenkins says there's no timetable for Ja Morant to return to the team. The two-time All-Star wasn't in Los Angeles for games against the Clippers and Lakers, while the NBA investigates a social media post in which Morant appears on his Instagram to be holding a gun and laughing at a nightclub. Jenkins describes the video as a very tough moment. Now,
the DJ better play the song he asked for.
No joke.
This is from the NBA collective bargaining agreement. The Section 9A states, in part, that players are not permitted to possess a firearm or other deadly weapon whenever a player is traveling on any NBA-related business, whether on behalf of the player's team, the NBA, or any league-related entity. So Ja has been suspended for at least 2 games, probably longer, as the league and the Players Association try to get together and see what to do about this. It's a mistake. He's a child, of course. We all know that. He has to learn.
Yeah,
Perhaps he needs to be placed in a dunce cap at center court before each tip of the
That'd be way
Grizzlies
up
game.
there.
No, he's a normal-sized guy, but he can jump. He can leap. He's got like a 48-inch vertical or something crazy.
Yeah, he's the man. This sucks.
He's not very tall, though. So we'll see what happens with Ja Morant. You know, he was at the nightclub, though, and he thought it was... And he show him the gun.
Can't touch this.
Can't touch his
Did you
gun.
ever have to wear the dunce cap?
Me?
Yeah.
Why are you asking that?
Okay, I'll ask Chris, did you have to wear them?
No. I never had to wear the dunce.
No.
The cool guys always wear the dunce cap backwards.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I remember one time...
So you can see the adjustable
All
hat.
right.
Of course,
All
yes.
Boy, that is a bad look.
All
and
right,
it's
here we go.
Here
taken
we
off.
go.
Honest time.
There was one time I was annoying others, and I plainly remember this. They
Was
put
that
it on,
just a few minutes ago, or you mean in school?
all right. They put it on my report card, and I didn't know what the word annoy meant. So I had to rush home and ask a parent, and neither one of them were home. So I looked it up in a dictionary. Anyway, they sent me up to the board and had my back to the class, and I had to stare at the board because I was in timeout, effectively. But I remember looking back at the class when the teacher turned around and faced the class, and I kind of did a smirk, and everybody laughed. And that could have been a problem. That's why I'm sitting here today, possibly. I don't know.
That was the beginning.
But I got the
joy of getting a good
and
laugh.
I got paddled at school.
So did we, but
Free wax.
yeah, we got paddled. But
Heck yeah.
I went to Catholic school. The favorite of the nuns was you kneeled down with your nose on a circle. She'd draw a circle on the board. You had to put your nose in the circle and hold your arms out like a cross. And then she'd put a book on each hand. Yeah, and you had to hold it there until she said no.
Did you get to pick the books?
No, you did not get to pick the books. Really? No.
I'll take greatest Jewish athletes.
Hemingway in
Darwin's
our time.
theory of
Something
evolution.
relatively light.
Give me Camus. Please give me Camus. Something short and existential, please.
Oh, I got in trouble for that.
Ace has a remark. Ace.
No, I had a teacher who did that too.
Oh, really?
Stand with books in your hands.
And you didn't go to Catholic school, did you?
Our offensive line coach, Mr. Cochran.
Yeah.
He was American history, world history, I don't know what, but I acted up in his class one time. This was later on. He had me, you go up there, you stand at that window, and you look for Santa Claus. That's what he called it. You go look for Santa Claus. And so you had to look and stare out the window. For
That's
10,
a
15
punishment?
minutes. Yeah, that was the punishment. You had to stand and look out the window.
That sounds like a great idea.
But then I tripped a girl on the playground who was somebody I liked, and she fell on the gravel because that's the way we rolled when we were in school.
Sure. Who hasn't had gravel in their knee?
You give me a solid metal jungle gym with concrete and gravel on the bottom, by God, and it's her knees bleeding, and I tripped her.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy said, all right, you got 3, and that was 3 whacks. And he had holes drilled in the paddle. It's
aerodynamic.
Streamlining.
Absolutely. And he lit me up.
In the buttocks area or the upper thighs? What did they?
Right on the ass, Tom. And between each whack, he'd go, oh, yeah.
You like that?
And I'll tell you what happened to him later. I think I've told you what happened to him later, but a little bit of revenge for me.
Oh, okay. Something bad?
Yeah, it might have been, those cheerleaders are good looking.
Boy.
Patty G.
Yes, sir.
Did you get punished in school?
Yeah, just like Chick with the paddle. Yeah.
What did you do?
Well, I was in the Catholic school also, so what did I do? What didn't I do? It was a crazy time, baby.
That's crazy time. No, it wasn't crazy time. Hammer time. Hammer time. That's what it was.
Coming up, we have more sports.
More sports coming up.
Didn't really get a lot in.
Covered Morant. We covered him.
We also have coming up in the news the beer snake, the comeback of the mullet. The hippos are back in the news in South America. And, Pat, I don't know if you saw this story, but because you spent a lot of time on cruise ships.
Yeah.
Do you know there's a cruise ship out there that is the Life at Sea Cruises? Yeah. They're doing an offering where you can live on a cruise ship for 3 straight years.
Ooh.
Go all around the world. 3 years on a cruise ship.
There was an older lady that was on it for life, like just on it the whole time.
Yeah, we'll find out about that.
I've been getting the itch to go on a cruise ship. Should I go on a cruise? I know you've told me no, absolutely not.
Oh, I know how much you love people.
Do you have to be
situation?
Can't you have like no?
You don't. I don't think it'd be
cut out for a cruise.
Maybe a short one might be nice if the weather was nice. You can get on some fresh. I don't think 3 years on a boat would be. I can see you jumping off after about 2 weeks. We'll find out more when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Let's just move on. How are you? Everything going?
I'm not good. I'm not going to lie to you.
What's the problem?
They're renaming my street. They're renaming my street.
Oh, you see, that's one of my hot buttons.
Let me tell you something. I live on 39th Street. That seems pretty easy, 39th Street.
39.
They're going to rename it Cesar Chavez Street. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know who Cesar Chavez is, but I hate him. Whoever he is, I hate him.
Great man as far as
he was a great
farm workers together. And
well, it's because I had to study about this. But here's the thing: we say we're going to rename the street because that shows that you love the man or whatever. The thing is, naming a street after something doesn't mean you love it. I don't love the number 39. I just look at it as the least aggressive sexual position.
It is one
Here's
of
the
the
thing about 39 is that it comes after 38 and before 40.
Yeah.
Therefore, making the streets make some sort of sense.
Sure.
If you're trying to get somewhere, if you're on 5th, you know how far 25th is.
Sure.
But if we're just going to start naming them after random civil rights leaders, is there going to be an order to these civil rights leaders? Is there going to be, like, we're going to name them in order of their effectiveness as a civil rights leader?
No. All I know is that Rosa Parks is going to be up front.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I was thinking there's going to be all these conversations with the guys. It's like, I told you, man, I live on Jesus Boulevard. Where are you? You're only to Al Sharpton? You're all the way across town. Okay.
You have no idea. Do you know what's about to happen to you?
No what?
No one's going to be able to find your house. Do you want to know why?
Yeah.
Because of GPS systems.
Yeah.
The reason I know all about this is they renamed a street right near my house, and now no one can find it anymore.
You don't want people to find you.
No, you just have to explain longer. I live on Cesar Chavez, which used to be 39th Street. So when you're coming here, follow all the instructions. So go down 39th Street. Thanks for the pain in the ass.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because somebody better tell my Garmin what a great man Cesar Chavez, because apparently my Garmin eats grapes.
See, exactly.
Wow.
Right now you think this is cute and funny. Just wait.
Just wait.
My first date in 6 weeks, and she ended up in Spokane.
But they do all these different things with streets. I mean, it's like, okay, so you have the numbers, and the numbers make sense. And then also what we do where I live in Portland, Oregon, is that the streets going the other way are alphabetized.
So ABC.
Exactly, which is fine until you're on Kelso and you're looking for Pine and you're trying to figure out how far it is. You're like K. A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
M-N-O-P.
I'm a start over guy. I know the alphabet. I just only know it from one
Tom
spot
is also.
space.
Augie, we have so much in common. You know what's actually helping me with that?
What?
Texting.
What do you mean?
Because by texting,
you have to find out where the letters are on your numbers.
It groups those letters together. I'm still pretty slow. But,
click, click, click.
C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but
it's just
I'm always doing the same.
I don't have to do that with numbers. I mean, if I'm trying to figure out 39th to 40, I don't start out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I automatically know. And so why do they make us solve these puzzles with our streets? You know, what's going to be next? It's easy. The streets are named after the periodic table of elements in order of their combustibility. What's wrong with you? You're only up to boron? You're not going to be here for a long time.
You idiot.
Hope you got enough gas.
Brilliant.
Augie Smith is our guest.
Appeared to be holding a gun in a nightclub. Clippers beat Memphis yesterday, 135-129. Also winning in the NBA in double overtime, Knicks beat the Celtics in Boston. Phoenix, Indiana, the Lakers, Brooklyn, Portland, Houston, Oklahoma City, and Milwaukee also winning. Top 25 college basketball yesterday. Number 1, Houston beat Memphis late. Number 5, Purdue over Illinois. Number 15, Indiana held on to beat Michigan in overtime. And Penn State beating number 21, Maryland, 65-64. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin Honey from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin Honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin Honey, eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do, too.
I was in a hotel room. And I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16. Mm-hmm. And it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
They don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Fourth with Mr. Foxworthy.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin at the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
Josh Arnold under the weather. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, Pat is writing a new song about pizza every day we're on the air in this beautiful month of March. Because once again, Ace Cosby is contributing to the madness of March by eating nothing but pizza. And you're on day 6 of your pizza exploration. You had, what was it again? Cauliflower crust with, what was it this morning?
Barbecue chicken, healthy choice on cauliflower crust.
Oh, sounds very good, very good. Well, Ace will continue to eat pizza and explore the world of pizza. And pizzas from all over the world as far as we know. Right now, we return to the sports desk with Chick McGee.
Canadian woman won the annual Key West conch shell blowing contest. That's right.
Really?
Carol Whiteley of Ontario, Canada, blew a long, loud blast with her shell to beat the other competitors.
That's what won? I'd hate to hear what lost.
What?
They must be serving booze.
Is that like a song? What kind of song is that? It sounds like a song, right?
Well, here we go. This is here. Just give it. You'll see if you can figure this out.
You ain't nothing but a hogfish swimming in the deep. You ain't nothing but a hogfish.
Oh,
hogfish.
You ain't nothing but a goldfish.
Oh, goldfish.
So it's not a hound dog. See what you did there.
Yeah.
Here's honks in water. A hound dog's not water. A goldfish is. That's brilliant.
Number of competitors here. Here we go. See, obviously they serve.
Welcome to the first ring of hell.
Yikes.
Yikes. That is some sad, sad stuff. And apparently.
Where was this?
This
Ontario? No, she's from Ontario. Key West.
Oh.
Yeah, the Key West conch.
My future home, Key West.
Oh, it's beautiful there.
I'm going down there. I'm not going to anything but, what are they, Speedos and tank tops. That's what I'm doing. I'm heading down there, flip-flops, Speedos.
On the beach, combing your chest
Get some
hair.
chickens and 6-toed cats. You're all set.
It was Michael and Georgianne Wachter from Ohio who performed the conch shell parrot. This is referred to as a parody of hound dog.
No, it was...
Yikes. That is...
Well, let it go. Maybe we didn't give it a chance.
You ain't nothing but a hogfish swimming in the deep.
You know...
Nothing but a hogfish swimming in the broth.
I thought the weak link might have been the instrumentation, but no, it's the vocal.
I mean, what was she, gorgeous and topless? Why on earth would that have gotten any traction? Boy, that's awful. Yikes.
That was not good. Brian Cardis of Georgia.
Now, have you ever blown a conch?
No, I've had some conch chowder. That's about as close as I've got.
Okay.
Oh, conch fritters. I like a good conch.
I know the Bahamas are big on conchs, and I don't think a conch. I'm going to say this. I don't care if I blow the lid off the conch industry. I don't care. I don't think conch has flavor. Okay,
You don't?
I don't think there's any. There might be some substance. There might be protein, but it's what you put. It's like stone soup.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
Come on.
Put around it. You know?
Yeah, I think it's a tourist thing.
Do you have any conch soup? You have any fresh conch soup?
Don't you have to, I mean, I'm not trying to get anywhere with this, but don't you have to suck the...
I think
I'm glad you weren't trying.
I think they just pull it out.
So you got to sunk the conch and then
he's gone.
Off you go.
You put the N in the wrong place, buddy.
Conch suckers.
Filthy.
Anyway, there's more to
Christy,
this story.
Obviously,
I'm not
to blow these conchs.
What song is that?
I'm familiar.
Sounds like Van Morrison.
No, it's Jimmy Buffett. It's
is it?
Fins.
Fins?
No, it's not. No. It is fins. I think you're right.
Play that again.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Now that we know it's fins, play it again.
Okay.
Maybe it's not fins.
No, it's an attempt at fins. It's and they're cheering for that. These people must
You know
be
why they're
so
cheering?
inebriated.
Because it's over. That's why they're cheering.
God, that's just awful.
Yeah, it is.
Why do we keep playing it?
You know, why did it make the national newswire?
Here in
God, please don't say that anymore.
in about 5 years, when I'm
I've heard the lick. Here it is.
Okay, that is Brian.
It sounds like a kid's first day trying to learn the French horn.
That is Brian Cardis of Georgia. He won the men's division after playing Jimmy Buffett fins.
That wasn't the girl.
No, the girl played. What song do you have? The girl is the Goldfish, the Hound Dog.
Oh, okay.
Other winners included. Boy, how long was this competition? Holy hell. Michael and Georgianne Wachter, a couple from Ohio who performed. Oh, well,
that's You Ain't Nothing But a Goldfish.
Well, where's Carol Whiteley? Do we have anything? Her playing something? What a mess this story is. Nope, that's Brian Cardis.
This is the winner.
You ain't nothing but a
Nope. That's Michael and Georgianne Wachter.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't care anymore.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put that audio up there of the woman blowing the conch that was the winner. Because it was even more boring than these.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, they're awful. Sorry.
How could it be the winner if it's more boring than that?
Yeah. Again.
Oh, it must have been in divisions, the ladies' division. Maybe ladies aren't good blowers.
Oh, okay. I'm sure when blowing in Key West, I'm sure that the men's division is very well rehearsed.
Well, no, see, that's the misnomer. It's not blowing.
Okay. Let's just move on.
From Willow, Alaska, the race to Nome has 33 mushers, the smallest field ever. That's right.
Oh.
The Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race in Alaska. It started yesterday afternoon. And, of course, you know, the mushers all have the same reaction. The cold. My God, the cold. Why are we doing this?
2 mountain ranges, frozen rivers, frozen lakes.
The mushers.
Quite the endurance test.
Took off every 2 minutes in a staggered start, which took 33, about an hour. And Frozen Lake, about 70 miles north of Anchorage. They'll travel 1,000 miles over Alaska winterscape, climbing over 2 mountain ranges as they cheat death every day, mushing on frozen rivers and the Bering Sea. The winner expected to drive their sled dog team down Nome's front street to the iconic Burled Arch finish line in about 10 days. But as the past races have told us, for 33 starters, 11 might make it the entire way. The other 22 will perish.
Oh, don't say perish.
They'll just drop out of the race there.
The Eugene Levy special that's on Apple TV Plus.
Please tell everyone,
The
because you're
Reluctant
talking
Traveler.
about this off the air and I can't stand it anymore. So
He
get this out of your
drives
system.
a sled dog team. It's really cool. He gets on and take off with these dogs, and I mean,
And the premise of the show is Eugene Levy, the great comic actor, hates
Yes,
traveling.
hates it.
So they
send him to places like Lapland, Finland, which is one of the coldest places on Earth. It's in the Arctic Circle, and he's miserable. He likes warm. He likes to play golf. He doesn't like to be cold, but he does take out a sled dog team. And
Does he enjoy it?
He loved it.
Oh, good. Well, I'll look forward to seeing it.
Does he like dogs? Does it say if he likes dogs or not?
He does like dogs.
Huh. Well, that's at least something he's got
There you
going
go.
for him.
Now,
What do you got against
I know we have
Eugene
some
Levy?
positive, friendly family news.
We do?
Or maybe not really family now that I think about it. The return of the XFL. And what's making headlines in the XFL? The beer snake, which I was not aware of until last week. Do you want to explain it to me, please?
No, I don't, because you want me to read that next. And I have a problem with authority. You know that.
Okay, what are you going to read?
The so-called beer snake, a huge snake made up of empty beer cups, made headlines last month after D.C. Defenders fans threw lemons onto the field in response to Audi Field security.
Sorry, I have mail. Did we ever find out where the people got the lemons?
They confiscated their
The
beer cup
grocery is
snake.
my guess.
No, but I mean, who takes lemons to a football game?
Just in case.
Is there some reason for that?
Yeah, you got to put it in your vodka soda. What are
There
you
was
talking
one lemon
about?
tossed during that game.
One?
Yes.
The D.C. Defenders, and I'm not sure where the D.C. Defender team plays, but they're 3-0, and they are capturing the imagination of the DMV there, evidently. And the fans, that's becoming the place to be to party. Our D.C. Defenders game.
The crowd looked great, and they were having so much fun.
Ah, that's great. The Defenders announced that the beer snake would be allowed back, provided fans adhere to the beer snake code of conduct. And they might have set a world record yesterday. I think they submitted something, 120 feet or something. How long was it?
I don't know if it was 12. It had to be 1,200 cups.
And by the way, you texted all of us about the beer snake.
I was sitting there, and
over the weekend.
The announcers kept going back to it.
No. That's not my question. How did you get my number? That's what that's what's fuzzy to me. I'm sure.
Probably when I send a group text out,
take
it's
a look
on
at
the roster there.
Anyway, here we'll have the beer snake code of conduct when we come back.
All right,
in
great.
Case you're going to an outdoor where they sell beer in cups.
Good luck with that, because those participating in a beer snake tend to be rule followers.
Well, sure. Why wouldn't they be?
Do you think this will pick up at NFL games?
I don't know why not. Everything picks up. It's
kind of like the wave. And you know there are guys going, well, I wasn't going to have 4 beers, but I've got to load up the snake.
I'll contribute to the cause.
The game was fun, and watching the crowd do what they do.
And there was a fight at the end between the Battlehawks and the Defenders. It was quite something.
Okay, we'll find out about that coming up. Also, we have strippers in the news in a couple places. A world record coming up. The return of the mullet. And hippos, again, in the news today. Right now, I want to do a quick quiz.
100.
Chick McGee already answered the question.
That's right. I like a firm mattress, Tom.
The sleep number for Chick McGee is 100. The sleep number bed is...
It stays firm, Tom.
Subject at hand. Christy Lee, your sleep number setting is?
40.
That is a much less firm mattress setting. The beauty, of course, of the sleep number bed, it's a very simple idea, but perfectly executed by the Sleep Number people. You can adjust the firmness of the mattress at the touch of a button and change it whenever you feel like it. And either side of the bed has its own setting, so everybody's happy. Research shows that 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress firmness. You don't want to go get 2 beds, do you? How about getting the Sleep Number bed? By the way, is your bed too hot or too cold? Sleep Number even have beds that take care of that. They've got a solution for all kinds of stuff. They've got adjustable bases. They've got the bed like I have, where you press a button and the back goes up and the knees go up. Very handy. So choose proven quality sleep. You know how important it is. And you choose proven quality sleep exclusively from Sleep Number and the Sleep Number bed. Your best... Want to be your best every day? You want to have a great night's sleep. And now Sleep Number's lowest price ever is out there. Save a staggering $1,200 in the Sleep Number 360 i10 smart bed. Plus, special financing is available for a limited time, subject to credit approval. See sleepnumber.com for all the details. You'll only find the Sleep Number bed at Sleep Number stores. Go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. Thank you very much for joining us. We're not going anywhere. We're coming right back. We've got hippos. We've got marijuana. Not on the same story. We've got strippers and a bizarre story about Keanu Reeves. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're watching the show as it happens. And if you want to check back later today, we have the show's archive, so you can go back and watch shows from the past right there on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. It's the Bob and Tom Show, and we appreciate you listening this morning, and continue listening. Reno Collier on the way on a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Indiana University is thrilled to get John Mellencamp's archives, including his memorabilia, instruments, photos, and other items. They're so thrilled, actually, that IU President Pamela Whitten said the school will commission a statue of Mellencamp that will stand at the Fine Arts Plaza at the Bloomington campus. All of the memorabilia will be used to help students in arts and entertainment careers. Gary Rossington, Leonard Skinner's last surviving original member, who also helped to found the group, died Sunday at the age of 71. Rossington cheated death more than once. He survived a car accident in 1976. A year later, survived a plane crash that killed singer Ronnie Van Zant, guitarist Steve Gaines, and backing vocalist Cassie Gaines. In later years, he underwent numerous heart surgeries. No cause of death was given for Mr. Rossington. And Tom Sizemore has died in his sleep 2 weeks after suffering a brain aneurysm. He died Friday at a hospital in Burbank, California at the age of 61. Sizemore made a name for himself with films like Saving Private Ryan, Natural Born Killers, and Heat. He was also the voice of Sonny Forelli in the video game Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Sizemore had several run-ins with the law and struggled with drug abuse. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, Americans. It's that time of year again. You received your tax forms in the mail, and now it's time to settle up with the IRS. When it comes to tax preparation, well, listen to this.
Honey, we got our tax forms.
Are you going to try to do it yourself again this year?
I don't know. It's such a pain in the butt.
Taxes can be a pain in the butt. That's why you should let the specialists at Tax Preparation H Incorporated do your taxes for you. Tax Preparation H Incorporated relieves the pain often associated with filing your taxes. And Tax Preparation H Incorporated can reduce those piles of paperwork to one small form that you simply have to sign and file.
Did you go to Tax Preparation H Incorporated?
I sure did.
Do we owe much?
Yep. Oh, we really got reamed by the IRS. But I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt as much thanks to Tax Preparation H Incorporated.
Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his...
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
An overturned truck spilled 42,000 pounds of beer onto a West Virginia highway the day after Christmas.
Damn. I just picture hill folk crawling out of the ditch immediately. Like the second the beers hit, all of a sudden there's 30 people. Oh, get them, some more beer. Go on, get them, grab them.
Give me that straw.
I mean, they didn't ship it in a big tanker?
No.
You're thinking of gasoline.
Yes, gasoline goes in big tankers.
I've seen one filled with fat. It said, this fat is not edible. It's used for something else.
Non-potable fat.
Tanker. Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
Oh, God.
Somebody once put a sign on my back that said, this fat is not edible. It is just used for other uses. Is that what you wanted, chick?
And the airlines, they tell you all this psychological stuff to make you feel safe. Like every time you get on the plane, they talk about the flotation seat. And they explain it to you. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then this seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to make me happy, you show me a seat that's going to bounce out of a cornfield. That's what I like. They got everything just confused like that.
James Gregory is our guest. He's not a flyer, apparently.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're all
Mister.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Thank you very much. Just looking over the roster of various events happening. And coming up, it looks like Mr. Pat Godwin will be at the Brown County Playhouse with Willie G coming up. That's this Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then Saturday, it's Mr. Jeff Oskey and Willie G at the Montpelier Civic Center. Very interesting. Willie, do you know where they grab tickets for any of these events?
Yeah, go to my Instagram. It's at willie.griswold. There's a link in my bio. You can grab tickets there. Should be fun.
All right. It's great. Some great live comedy. I know that Mr. Haywood Banks is going to be doing a special benefit for the Ingham County Sheriff's Department Canine Unit. Oh, that's nice. Those doggies out there. Law enforcement dogs.
Yes, I love them.
Yeah. We remember the time we brought some of those dogs in, those trained dogs, and
Watch him. I have a friend who's a canine officer.
Huh.
Josh, if you're listening, please verify that. Yes.
And
son of a gun.
Chick put on a special arm thing, and they asked the sweet little dog to attack him. God, was that scary. In any event, Haywood Banks at the Holt High School in Holt, Michigan.
Smaller than
doing a
dogs.
fundraiser for the doggies for the sheriff's department. That'll be fun.
Scared. I was not scared at all.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't. I had that sleeve, and he just grabbed on. It was like playing with him.
Okay.
He was biting my forearm, and I was just doing that. I wasn't scared at all. Very much smaller than either dog I had at the time. Much smaller. Pussy dog. That's what I call that.
All right. Anyways, Haywood coming up.
Why isn't that a thing?
This Saturday evening at Holt High School. If you happen to be near there,
I'll have the loaded fries.
Go help out those great dogs.
And the pussy dog.
Would you shut up, please?
Sorry.
I got Josh on the line.
Shut up!
Thank you.
This will help. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Dr. Felix Taint Huffer. And this is a Some Other News special sports report. Well, with the introduction of a new pitch clock, Major League Baseball may have finally found a way to speed up the games. Already in spring training, we've witnessed the fastest strikeout in history and noticeably shorter games. Did anyone see that strikeout?
No.
It was fantastic. Yankees relief pitcher Wandy Peralta, he's really good. He pitched 3 pitches in 20 seconds and struck out Pirates outfielder Tutsupita Marciano in 20 seconds.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing? Well, this is certainly not the first effort that Major League Baseball has implemented to speed up the pace and recapture the ADD-stricken youth market. You may recall that for 2 years in the late 70s, pinch runners were given dirt bikes. Now, that experiment ended after a second baseman for the Mets tried to apply a tag, snagged his mitt on the kickstand, was dragged around third base across home and into the opposing dugout.
Ooh.
An umpire was able to cut him free, but the thumbless man never played the game again.
Oh, gosh.
During the 1980s, instead of making the long, slow walk from the bullpen, relief pitchers were launched to the mound via catapult. Until a setup man for the Royals overshot the mound and landed in the stands, injuring 2 fans and a beer vendor. For good or ill, the game of baseball needs to evolve to survive. The pitch clock seems to be a good start. Oversized bases were also added this season to encourage more base stealing. Now, next season, all bases will be replaced by bouncy houses so runners can get a jumping start. Boy. Also, next season, Major League Baseball will finally implement the rule I proposed years ago. Instead of playing extra innings, games tied at the end of 9 will be decided by a contest between team mascots. Whichever team mascot produces the female fan with the biggest boobs wins. Now that's baseball. Hey, let's play too. Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Dr. Felix Taint Huffer. And this is a Some Other News special news report.
Oh, thank you. Have you ever seen Dr. Taint Huffer's show?
I have not.
Oh, it's excellent.
No.
Anyway, back to the beer snake. Huge snake made up of empty beer cans made headlines last month. What did I say?
Cans.
Cups made headlines last month after D.C. Defenders fans threw lemons onto the field. In response, Audi Field Security confiscated their beer cup snake. The Defenders announced that the beer snake would be allowed back, provided fans adhere to the beer snake code of conduct, and that is no cups may be thrown from within the section or from outside the section to join the beer snake.
Oh, they're not going to obey that.
All cups must be passed to the location or given to a Defenders representative who will take the cups to the beer snake. Only empty cups may be used. Well, yeah.
Duh.
Any throwing of cups or other objects within the seated area or onto the field are grounds for ejection. And cups from the beer snake must be properly disposed of at the end of the game. So
Okay.
There you
You
go.
understand this is a drunken ritual. They're not going to be a bunch of rule followers. How can we remove the fun from this?
I think they're doing it.
Okay, well,
Taking the fun right out of it.
all right. Now, you said you watched the game, Ace?
I did.
It was good.
Very entertaining, and the crowd was entertaining.
All right.
All right.
Who won?
DC.
Okay.
DC's 3-0. They beat
Wow.
the Battlehawks. There you go. And time now for Stupid World Record. A boy from, where are we on this? Louisiana? What do you want to do?
Louisiana.
Louisiana?
Louisiana.
All right. Hoping to become the world's youngest baseball umpire.
Huh.
Really?
Uh-huh.
How old is he?
7-year-old Lathan Williams has been serving as an umpire for local baseball games since the age of 5, making calls at games featuring players as old as 12. Come on, Blue! He'll be attempting to break a Guinness World Record when he umpires a doubleheader at Stevens Park in Gonzales, Louisiana, on March 8th. 7 years old.
Yeah.
7-year-old umpire.
Chick, if you're an angry dad, you want to yell at the umpire for making bad calls to your kid.
Yep.
Do you still yell at the umpire if he is also a kid?
You can't.
No, you can't.
You don't want the umpire crying.
Right.
Because he's some old dude's yelling at him.
There's no
if
crying
he's-
in baseball.
If
We
he's
all know that.
If he's 7 years old and got enough on the ball to be an umpire, he should be able to have enough on the ball to get yelled at by angry fans. Okay, is that not part of being an umpire?
It is indeed, yeah.
Come on, Blue, you going to call a strike on them? Let's go. Stuff like that. No?
Are they going to be? Are they going to be calling him awful names and
Kicking dirt on his
Can he see over the catcher's head?
Garanimals? I don't know. That's an interesting. Oh, the players are 12 though, so.
Okay, well,
I would imagine it's very difficult to come up with umpires or referees.
It is very tough, and it's a very tough job.
Any officiant in any sports league,
Sure.
because of parents and players and things.
Here's a picture of this kid. Looks like a nice guy.
Is he big for his age, at least?
I can't tell. He's standing next to his bicycle. It's a trike.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Hang on. Hey, Tom, what kind of a bike or bicycle does a 7-year-old umpire ride?
T-rike.
There you go.
I think that was better all the way around.
Much better.
Yeah, it's been very tough. We had I read an article about that getting umpires very tough. It's kind of a thankless job, and the pay's not all that great, and being abused by fans is no fun. So, good luck to this kid. I think it'll be. People aren't going to go yell at this little boy.
I think it'd be fun. It's a good excuse to yell at a kid that's not yours.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, how
can you?
often do you get to give some,
Right.
Brad a mouthful?
Right.
This is a great opportunity.
You obviously haven't been to any sort of competitive sporting match. People will yell at anybody they want to yell at.
Oh, I've seen kids yelled at. I go to Walmart. Remember in the early episodes of Mad Men?
Oh, yeah.
That party scene where this guy whacks somebody else's kid?
Sure.
Those were the days.
Yep.
Those were the days, he said.
That doesn't happen anymore.
No, it does not.
Some kid gets out of line at a birthday party. You don't go over there and whack them. No. Those were different
Did
times.
you make cocktails for your dad when you were a kid?
Yes, all the time. Yeah.
Really?
What did he drink? What was his cocktail?
He would drink gin and tonics.
Okay.
But that's only during the summertime, I would guess,
And then
right?
he would drink
With a lime?
bourbon
Uh-huh.
and water.
Oh, nice.
And then when I was a kid, we carried the tradition. I would make my dad his Metamucil cocktail with a little bit of flaxseed in there, and I'd eat up a shredded wheat for him.
Boy, that's romantic.
Christy can back me up on this. I'll never forget one night we're backstage at one of those comedy shows, and I'm having a vodka, and Christy's having
I had a glass of red wine.
a glass of red wine. Bob's drinking a beer, and Tom was drinking what, Christy? That's right.
Metamucil.
He got brown powder out of his pocket.
That's right.
And we all said,
put it in a water bottle.
Nope. We all said, this party's going to get going now. Sure, we're all going to fall asleep, but he's got heroin. No, it was Metamucil.
Metamucil.
Put it in
Tommy brought the horse, baby.
Tommy's the horse hookup.
I remember flying into the Bahamas, and I realized that the baggie of Metamucil I had might have been mistaken for heroin, so I ditched it before I went through customs.
Good God.
Hey, look, you got to stay regular on vacation, otherwise you're not
if you would have tried...
Willie, your dad used to be fun.
I've heard.
I have got stories.
I've heard stories about Sig smoking Tommy. Duke's told me some good stories.
Every time
Duke's a liar.
Every time. All the conversations I had with him when he used to drink, they all started out with, "Hey, come here, chick, come here."
Well, that's because
let me tell you something.
Let me tell you
something.
saying, "Chick, put your shirt back on." Okay, bro.
I took my shirt off one time at a party in my kitchen in my home. By the way,
I
What's
love
wrong
taking
with
my
that?
shirt off.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It was your chick's kitchen was weird. It had a couch in it.
You decorate the way you want to. I'll decorate the way I.
See, Willie, the joke was that
He had a lot of couches.
chick went through a phase in which
you guys are just having a
one of the
great time.
administrations, for some reason, insisted on buying new couches every few months.
Well, if you buy a house every few months, you should probably buy some furniture.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Where were we?
I'm leaving.
Okay.
No, you can't leave.
That's sports.
It is?
I'm sort of leaving.
Did you ever try the Metamucil? You ride the brown horse?
No, you
stop
You don't still do that, do you?
There's no way that Metamucil still works on you. You're impervious to it. After 40 years of being on Metamucil, it doesn't have any effect anymore.
built up a tolerance.
Husk, good for the bowels.
You still drink it all day?
I don't drink it all day.
Are you
drinking
on
it
the
at a
toilet
party?
every minute of every day when you're not here?
And when you are on the toilet, you sit there and giggle, don't you?
No, I'm in and out.
All right.
I don't have to linger like you guys go in there and you're pushing like you're giving a birth.
Not me. I don't know what you're talking about.
And I've watched the videos, Christy. I know what's going on in there.
Shut up!
We have. I'm sorry. That is definitely sports.
And here's the new sports theme.
Have a time.
That's right. Wherever you go, whatever you do,
You can't touch this.
always be a good sport. Where's my announcement?
Rocky, this is what you farted for.
Christy!
Well, a tent pitched on Fort Myers Beach will serve as a temporary home for a Florida strip club. WINK TV.
Huh? You going to watch us tonight, huh? What do you think, huh?
Yeah, Wink TV reports that the large white tent was erected where the club Fantasies at the Beach stood before Hurricane Ian destroyed the building. John Gallagher, president of the business, told the station, quote, "We put up a temporary tented thing so we could have a nice little place for folks to stop and maybe get a smile they haven't had for the last 5 months." He added, quote, "Our clubs are known as Vixens, the sexy circus." And so the owners, let's put up a tent and let's have a circus. According to the station, the tent is temporary and building is already planned to replace it as early as the end of the year.
I saw the pictures.
Did you?
The champagne room is a portalette.
Jeez.
a little crowded in there, but hey, while she's doing whatever she's doing, you can
sit right down there for a lap
that's
dance.
sexy.
Drop one.
Oh, Tom.
All right, sir.
You're having fun with a strip club on the beach is a good time, but it's very hard to get a sand dollar in her bikini. It's hard to place it. They're so
Well,
heavy.
they break too. They're so brittle. Yeah.
Okay, right there on the beach. Huh?
Right there on the I was not, and I've been down there quite a few times. I was not familiar with Fantasies at the Beach. Huh.
Well, it's a shame that they lost their building, and
Yeah.
so I guess it's okay with the zoning board to have the whole thing right there.
I guess.
Okay, there'll be little tents pitched inside, I'm sure, in the trousers of
the patrons.
Yes, down there for spring break.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
Oh, that's right. It's just in time for spring break, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what's going on down there. Now, we have another stripper story coming up in the news.
Yes, we do.
That's rather interesting. I guess we have time to do it right now. You got it over there?
A Florida stripper facing, of course I do, a domestic battery charge after allegedly hitting her ex-boyfriend in the head with a large wad of cash. According to the criminal complaint, the 29-year-old suspect, Tiara Miller, and the 34-year-old victim both work at the Baby Dolls Strip Club in Clearwater. They were working at the club when the victim, a security guard, attempted to walk across the stage to speak to another coworker. The woman allegedly took out a large amount of rolled up money and purposely threw it at the victim, striking him in the back of the head.
So she hit him with a wad. That's
Yeah.
kind of a reversal of fortune.
Authorities did not specify the size of the cash roll or the denominations of the bills. In addition to the domestic battery charge, the woman was also charged with criminal mischief for allegedly damaging the victim's cell phone. Well, there's more to that story than we're reading. That's
Yeah. He went to say something to another
coworker,
Yeah.
like, meet me out back in 5.
Something like that, yeah. Lucky it wasn't Sacagawea night. That would have really hurt.
Oh, those are the coins.
Those are the
right?
coins.
Yeah.
As opposed to a wad of bills.
Yeah.
Getting hit with a wad of bills hurt enough to call the cops?
I don't think so.
That's what I said. There's more to this story.
Okay. It's but she must have had a really good arm.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for, what's it called, the Baby Doll Lounge to start a softball team. Coming up in the news, we have an interesting story about mullets we're going to get to. Apparently, the mullet,
the bi-level,
is making a comeback. Most famous mullets, I would say early
Donnie
David Bowie.
Billy Ray Cyrus?
Yeah.
Billy Ray Cyrus, of course. David Bowie, 1973-ish. Ziggy Stardust. Paul McCartney had one for a while there.
Wings Over America tour.
The Wings, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Rod Stewart famously had a mullet. Did you ever have a mullet, Ace?
I don't think so.
No.
I think he did. I think there are pictures existing of Ace.
Really?
Shaved his hair in a mullet, yes.
Okay. We'll find out why the mullet's making a comeback when we make our comeback. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You are live in the studio with your guitar. You said you wanted to play something solo? What do you have in mind?
Well, I just did something solo. I feel like kind of throwing in a curveball. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know if people feel like hearing the blues.
Sure.
I wrote a pretty cool little blues song on this new record. It's called My Baby Don't Love Me Blues.
I think I'm all set. You ready?
Nice job, man. That was fantastic. Brian Setzer live in the studio.
Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
His name is Apollo Johnson, and he's America's #1 astronaut. But he's also a well-endowed ladies' man. Monumental Pictures proudly presents Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo, your rocket is so big. Ugh.
Adult film star Dick Mahogany in his first starring role since Shaft's Lethal Weapon is astronaut Apollo Johnson. And when he's not orbiting the Earth, he's going around the world. Apollo Johnson, he's not just an astronaut, he's a charter member of the 100,000 Mile High Club. And believe me, there's nothing weightless about Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo. Now I know why they call it the Johnson Space Center.
He's Apollo Johnson, and not even the shuttle can hold all of his cargo. Look at that load. Apollo 13 and a half from Monumental Pictures, rated PG-13. And a half.
Oh, boy.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there?
Uh-huh.
And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to
Details on that coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Chrissy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
In the performance room, there's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Josh Arnold under the weather today. If not all week, I might be hearing. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee is at the news desk. We teased this a little bit. There is a news report about the haircut known as the mullet. And what is the serious name for that chick? The
bi-level?
I've heard bi-level, yeah.
And the idea is, what is it? Short on the front, but
business in the front, party in the back.
Party in the back. Okay, and it's apparently
I'm
making
sure
a comeback.
I had one at one point. I mean, that's, you know.
It was pretty common.
Yeah.
A new survey finds people with mullets have more fun than those who have more conventional hairstyles. The poll also
More
found
fun?
more fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you disagreeing with that statement?
No, I don't know. Tell me more.
No. What's your knee-jerk, your generalization about someone with a mullet? Go ahead.
Probably about to spew something racist.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
I would guess that your haircut probably more likely to spew something racist than most people with mullets.
Yeah. The poll also found that those sporting the business in the front, party in the back hairdo really do party more. Mullet wearers tend to spend an average of 5 nights out a month, whereas the non-mullet crowd will only go out an average of 3 times a month. The top characteristics attributed to those with the 80s-inspired look include being a free spirit and doing the unexpected.
Like making homemade fireworks.
You are quick to judge.
Working on your GED.
They're having fun out there.
Okay, just asking.
The mullet slang terms are Kentucky waterfall.
Nice.
The Camaro cut.
Mm-hmm.
the beaver paddle,
Nice.
the ape drape, and the neck warmer.
Aw.
So there you go.
The other one, I was just wondering, we were trying to think of famous people who had them. There was a period of time, was it this summer, when a certain NFL quarterback, backup quarterback in Philadelphia?
Gardner Minshew had one,
Gardner Minshew rocked one there briefly.
In the DMV there, he's been rumored as possibly being a pickup for the Washington Commanders. And wouldn't that be just the best thing?
I love that guy.
That would be great.
And, he came up with a term for a mullet, right?
Yeah, the
Gardner
Mississippi
Minshew.
mud flap.
Here he is.
Hey, baby. You want to come and take a ride with the Mississippi mud flap?
Mississippi mud flap.
That's cool, man.
Oh,
he's so cool.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Can you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Oh, hey, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie.
You guys talking about the return of the mullet?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I never knew it went away.
Yeah, we know.
Swear to God. I've been rocking this same hairstyle, the mullet, since I was on the diaper. You know?
Oh.
My mom Phyllis didn't cut it that way on purpose. She always said once she started cutting my bangs, you'd run off like you had a cape on your neck. Swear to God. But you know what? I'm sick and tired of these TikTokers acting like they invented it first. Because mullet's been around forever, and it survived several coup attempts, and Theo Vaughn's the most recent. But back in the early years, tennis star Andre Agassi tried to tame it with a headband, remember?
Mm-hmm, sure.
Yeah.
But it broke free. Then even Ellen tried to hijack it for about 2 seasons. But then our savior, Billy Ray Cyrus, was born. And the mullet boot scoot boogied into the mainstream ever since. Matter of fact, I'll say it like this. If you did a Mount Rushmore of mullets, it would be me, Billy Ray Cyrus, Joe Dirt, and half of Hulk Hogan's. Swear to God.
Yeah, Joe Dirt had a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was righteous. I just hate seeing a mullet being ripped off all these years, you know? Think about it. The El Camino is basically a mullet on 4 wheels.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, even more famous, Tom, the Nike swoosh is basically a mullet just sunbathing.
Okay.
I swear to God. But instead of giving us a shoe deal, we get associated with, bar fights, Molly Hatchet mirrors, and homemade fireworks.
No.
You know? And the candy cane's lucky it's got alopecia because that's just blatant. I swear to God. And somebody needs to put the shoehorn on notice, too. You know? It's about time somebody takes a stand for my people. These poachers trying to claim the mullet for their own movement drive me crazy. I forget which president. I think it was Kissinger that said, over my dead body. Well, in this case, in defense of the mullet, I, Donnie Baker, say over my above-ground pool. I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message. Long live the mullet.
Thank you, Donnie.
Thanks, Donnie.
Yeah, he mentioned some very good ones there.
Mm-hmm. Joe Dirt. How did we miss that guy?
That was an absolute classic.
Yeah.
We have a tribute to the mullet.
We do?
Yeah. I don't know if you knew about this, but they did a little something for those that have the mullet.
You've seen them at tractor pulls, stock car races, and classic rock concerts. Those guys still sporting haircuts that were popular 20 years ago. You've often wished that you could look that cool. Well, you may never be able to look like them, but that doesn't mean you can't smell like them. New from Bob and Tom Labs, it's the splash-on cologne we call Mullet for Men. Mullet for Men captures all the smells associated with the mullet lifestyle. Propane, hot smoke, gunpowder, deer urine, and just a hint of beef jerky. Dab on a little Mullet for Men, and all the babes will think, wow, I bet he owns his own meth lab.
You live in a trailer, your Camaro's up on blocks. Your girlfriend's pregnant again.
She's a stripper.
You have your own meth lab, a Motley Crue tattoo, and you wear mullet for men.
The ladies love Mullet for Men cologne. Here's the actual experience of the Bob and Tom Show's Donnie Baker.
Hey, baby, you look good, man. You come here often?
Well, I'm a stripper, and you're in a sleazy strip club. What do you think?
I didn't see a name tag. I thought maybe you were just stretching.
What are you, some kind of loser? Why don't you... Wait a minute. You smell just like my ex-boyfriend. I think I'm in love. Why don't we go into the champagne room and I'll give you a free lap dance?
Thanks, man. And thank you, Mullet for Men.
Mullet for Men lets the world know you don't have time to shower.
Purchase Mullet for Men today and receive a free Mullet for Men sleeveless t-shirt or a pork sword on board vanity plate. Mullet for Men smells like corn dogs. I swear to God it does, man.
Thank you, Johnny. Oh, yeah. The disadvantage of the mullet, of course, is it covers your neck tattoo.
Well, is that well, maybe it's a surprise.
Oh, okay.
It's a gift.
Have you ever had a surprise tattoo on a guy, Christy?
Well, that's a good question. I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
What's your philosophy, Chick? You have a number of tattoos. Do you let them...
No in advance?
No, I don't say anything. No.
Okay. All right. Willie, do you...
I have a tattoo on the inside of my lip that says swag. People kind of forget about that one sometimes. What
exactly were you thinking? Yeah.
I don't know. I was 18. I was on morphine for the first time. I was figuring stuff out.
There you go.
Well, I think your age group, this is a whole subject that he can't relate to because your age group, tattoos are so common now. So is it something you talk about on a first date? Like, oh, hey, you got tattoos? What are they? Or do you wait till that special moment and then you reveal, by the way.
I don't know. People get weirded out by my Lance Bass tattoo above my penis. So I kind of just let them figure that one out. Not everybody loves NSYNC the way I love NSYNC.
Fair enough.
But yeah, the rest, the arm tattoos, they see those.
Okay, I'm sorry I asked. Coming up, Christy, what's going on in the news?
Well, we have our topless cannabis story back in the news. We have hippos back in the news. And would you want to live on a cruise ship, like year-round? Well,
I don't know.
Your thoughts, Pat? You've been on one for a long time.
No, I could not make it. I could barely make it a week.
And some astute listener found me sort of in a mullet. Beautiful color picture that they sent me, and there's the black and white version. I think you guys have seen this picture before, probably. Wow.
Yeah.
This is like 78, 79, Williamson, West
Wearing
Virginia.
a pair of Sennheiser headphones.
Right, wearing the Sennheisers, that's right.
Those
Rocking the
were great
Sennheisers.
Those were great.
And those are the glasses days.
We'll find out about that and more when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
So we have invited Leslie and Lindsay, two beautiful young women, to volunteer to get a tan. And I believe Leslie, is Leslie ready to come? Oh, okay, here we go. Leslie is, how can I word this? It appears that you have not been in the sun at all.
I'm fair-skinned.
But I mean, but you have virtually no tan
No,
lines.
I haven't been in the sun in a couple
No
weeks.
swimming, no, okay. Very light complected with dark hair. So, Leslie, this is a semi-personal question. When you go on a regular basis, do you go with the bikini on, or do you go
I do not. I wear the paper panties.
Paper panties.
Disgusting. Earlier.
So everybody likes the no tan line look, huh?
It's like a
She
map.
has a tan line, it's just not up top.
I'm a tan line fan. But now,
Noted.
now presumably, then you're going to have a tan line now.
Even she's caught on to you.
Yeah.
Even Angie, our guest.
Even our guests are like,
Noted,
whatever,
move on.
Tom,
Let's bring in Tim Cavanaugh.
Lindsay is another gorgeous woman. Step right up there, Lindsay.
Come on in. To my office.
She's
She's wearing a Bob and Tom bikini.
Is that me on your breast?
A Bob and Tom bikini with Bob and Tom on her buttocks. Who is the genius?
I don't know, but
How is she going to get more tan?
she's lightly tan.
she does
now.
have some tan.
So what are you going to do?
Pretty tan.
So what do you do to Lindsay when you're already a little bit tan?
It's just going to enhance her color.
Okay.
It's just going to make her even tanner.
from the derailment of another Norfolk Southern cargo train. This time it was between Dayton and Columbus, the second derailment of a company train in the state in a month. Authorities said 28 of the 212 cars on the southbound train, including 2 empty tankers, derailed shortly before 5 p.m. Saturday in Springfield Township near a business park and the county fairgrounds. For the first time, United Nations members have agreed on a unified treaty to protect biodiversity in the high seas, concluding 2 weeks of talks in New York. The high seas encompass nearly 2/3 of the ocean and half the planet's surface. The treaty will create a new body to manage ocean life conservation and establish marine protected areas in ocean regions outside national boundary waters. Several marine species, including dolphins, whales, sea turtles, and of course many fish, make long annual migrations crossing national borders and the high seas. And the University of Massachusetts is warning about a TikTok trend after 28 ambulances were summoned to off-campus parties. Students were observed Saturday carrying jugs with a mixture of alcohol, electrolytes, and water, dubbed blackout rage gallons or Borgs, in a binge drinking trend gaining traction on TikTok. There were apparently so many calls for ambulances for student alcohol intoxication that neighboring agencies stepped in to help. The Amherst Fire Department did say none of the cases were life-threatening. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Let me launch into it, okay.
Hey, Scott, come on, Marty. It's time to go back to the future. To infinity and beyond. Wait, the gremlins don't get the wet. Say hello to my little friend.
Follow Yellow Brick Road. Follow Yellow Brick Road. Follow Yellow Brick Road.
I don't wanna. I'm afraid. I don't have any courage or a brain or a heart. What are you? I'm Batman.
Thank you.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy. There are things you never say when a man is nude.
I didn't mean to laugh.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy.
Can you help me find it?
There are things you never say to a naked dude.
Does that thing come with an air pump?
I thought you said you had small pox.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
But your feet are so big.
Aw, that's cute.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Oh, it's like a little light switch.
For a second there, I thought you had a third nipple.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want to say to a naked guy.
Wow, your boobs are bigger than mine.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Josh Arnold under the weather today. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold, hello.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I discovered this weird story.
Yes?
And you're following the upcoming NFL draft, Chick?
Sure. Heck yeah.
And have you heard about this mayonnaise and coffee thing?
Oh, that's the quarterback from Kentucky, Will Levis.
Levis, yeah. Now, Christy,
He's quite the specimen.
Just saying the word mayonnaise makes me sick.
Mayonnaise.
You're not a mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
No.
Yeah. So here's the story is apparently.
Did something happen to turn you off mayonnaise? Was there something else that reminds you of mayonnaise?
No, I haven't
Possibly
started
landed,
when I was very young.
Didn't
I never
land in
liked
your
mayonnaise.
Landed in your hair at some point.
Christy, Kentucky quarterback Will Levis made headlines last summer. He was seen putting mayonnaise in his coffee. He had a legitimate explanation. Apparently, he says it was a Friday before a game. My girlfriend and I were at breakfast. We got our coffee. There was no cream sugar on the table, just a bottle of mayonnaise. I said, I wonder if this will work.
Where the hell are they eating? They have mayonnaise on the table.
No joke.
He said it didn't taste half bad. Typically, he says he uses almond milk and stevia. He does not care for regular milk, apparently. So, do you remember the time we had the cake made with mayonnaise?
Yeah, I wasn't here.
It was delicious.
Wasn't bad.
It was really good.
Well, that would make sense. I mean, if it's baked into a cake, and I wouldn't know. But
yeah, we'll set that up for
do
you.
you have a song, Pat?
You know how I like my coffee?
How do you like your coffee, Pat?
I like my coffee like I like my women.
Yeah.
Full of Irish whiskey. I like my coffee like I like my ladies. Hot, dark, and hazelnutty. I like my coffee like I like my women. French and Ethiopian. A little Cuban can be mighty strong. Up all night with that Colombian. Oh, yeah. I don't like coffee like certain women. Cold, spoiled, and bitter. I don't like coffee that gets me going all morning on the shut your mouth. I like my coffee like I like my women. Big enough jugs, oh, you can swim in. I like my coffee like I like my women. Full of whiskey, make room for cream.
Very
So
nice.
I like my
Pat.
coffee.
Very nice.
All right.
The NFL draft just coming up. I know you're pretty excited about it, Jack.
Yep, from Kansas City, I think, this year.
Should be
end of April, I believe.
Okay, well, we'll
So
see
the
what happens.
combine was a success? Did we hear any names come out of it, or?
Combine was a big success. Everyone's very happy about it.
Okay.
All right.
We're not sure how much longer it's going to be in Indianapolis. There are other cities bidding on it, if you will, but it's been here forever, and people seem to enjoy it. But teams are starting to stay away from the combine, or the Rams, I guess, and McVay and that crowd. But
well, that helped.
Well, they did win the Super Bowl a couple of years ago.
How'd they do last year?
Well, never mind. Why am I in a sports talk with him? Why?
What do you got over there?
The idea of opening a topless cannabis dispensary at Club Castaway was brought to the attention of the town of Whately, Massachusetts Select Board last month.
Cannabis.
During the meeting, owners Nicholas Spagnola and Julia Sokol spoke about possible plans for Club Castaway as it transitions away from a strip club with a bar. Club Castaway owners plan to reopen within 60 days and at some point transition to a marijuana dispensary. They approached the Whately Select Board to put the idea for feedback for opening it as a retail marijuana business with topless servers, if you will. Chair Select Board member Joyce Palmer Fortune told the owners that there are a lot of legal questions about the license that still need to be answered.
Well, I mean, it just seems like an unfortunate combination, if you ask me.
Why?
Well, guys with erections tend to make bad decisions, first of all.
Boy, that's true.
I bet you want to take
Yeah, that is absolutely true.
Is that right?
Yeah. And so, who'd be topless? Just the
people working there.
Men and women?
Probably. Why not?
Okay. All right.
Maybe
I think we came up with a name for it. Was it Jugs and Nuds, or Nugs, or Buds and
Jugs and Buds? What was it?
Yeah, I think Josh had Jugs and Nugs. I had Buds and Butts.
I had Blunts, and then you guys cut me off. Okay.
We have a term for a mullet, actually, the Tennessee something tickler.
Oh, okay. It's a 3 T's
It's
situation.
an alliteration, yeah. Tennessee tickler. Yeah.
Well,
Laying on her back on top of her?
mullet thing, and people are reminding us that one of the greatest mullets in the history was from the Brady Bunch. Florence Henderson had.
Oh, that's right.
Had quite the mullet.
Okay, all right.
I think I had that at one point.
That little flip.
A long time ago. Yeah, my mother was big on me having a pixie haircut, and I let the back grow out.
Like the Jane Fonda
Yes,
helmet?
exactly.
Oh, hers was, there wasn't much, include. She wore like a shag, I guess, or something.
So what?
They called it a shag on a woman, right?
If this place with the marijuana and the topless, do they call it a? Is it called a bud tender?
Yeah, it's called a bud tender. The person that works at the dispensary.
Doobies and boobies.
It is called a bud tender.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So
I did not know that.
Afterwards, you'd go to the bud tender. Get the bud pulled.
I was watching the gears turn. I knew there was something coming.
He was setting up something. That's the
He was
sad
very
part.
focused on that setup.
Every now and then you're thinking, oh, Tom's wanting to talk to me. He's really, it's his idea. He started the conversation with me. He's like, no, you're just a means to an end is what you are. You're not even really a person.
Just using you as a knock-knock joke.
Yep, that's right.
There's no way they're going to get this permit. I don't see this happening.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get it. I mean, I think they can either be one or the other, but not both.
I don't see any difference between this and selling alcohol.
Not anymore.
I mean,
certainly not.
It's just a dispensary. They're not smoking it there.
I know, but are there topless liquor stores?
No, but maybe there should be.
There should be. Yeah, why not?
Maybe the time's come. When's the last time you were out of your house?
When's the last time you saw a topless woman?
Without your shirt on. I'm going to guess never. Not even at a beach. Not
Swimming. I was in the Bahamas.
You swim in a shirt off.
I have a special because of certain skin issues.
Here we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
You can
skin cancer.
We've all heard
sit
the
under an
lies.
umbrella without a shirt on.
That's nice.
Sure, I can, yeah.
But you don't.
But you don't.
You hate to be naked. Just admit it.
I shower in a wetsuit, okay? Are you happy?
You're a non-nude.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Nope, it's a never nude.
Never nude.
Christy, we have a surprise for you.
What?
In honor of the mayonnaise in the coffee.
Oh, no, not salmonella. I'm leaving.
Yes, go.
No.
Love it.
You hate mayonnaise. And, well, this is for you.
Wow, it sure is hot out here. We've been out here in the sun all day, and I'll tell you, honey, I'm dying.
Yeah, it is hot, but what a great day for a picnic. Here, try one of these roast beef sandwiches.
Say, honey, these sandwiches taste kind of, I don't know, they just taste different.
Don't worry, sweetie. It's just that new mayonnaise I'm using.
A new mayonnaise, huh?
That's right. It's called Salmonellas. See, look at this picture on the jar. That sweet old lady is Ella, and the old man is Sam. Salmonella. They're such a sweet-looking old couple, and all of their products taste homemade. Try it on the potato salad.
That is good. Sam and Ella's mayonnaise, huh? Tastes kind of gamey.
Yeah, that's Salmonella's special taste. You know, it's the first mayonnaise you don't have to refrigerate. In fact, this jar's been sitting open in the sun all day.
No kidding. Sam and Ella's mayonnaise. Doesn't need refrigeration. I tell you, what'll they think of next? You know, I'll have to remember this for the company picnic in Phoenix. This is tasty potato salad. It's kind of warm, though. Hi, I'm Sam.
And I'm Ella. And we couldn't be prouder of our new mayonnaise.
Sam.
And Ella's.
Oh, honey, I don't feel so good.
Oh, sweetie, I hope it wasn't the roast beef. You know, it tasted so...
Thank you.
Salmonella. You'll love the taste going down and coming back up.
And don't forget to try our new pork tartare on a stick. It's perfect for a leisurely slurp at the ball game in the bleachers.
And try our new oyster sun tea. Sam.
And Ella's.
Salmonellas. So good, it's sickening.
Okay, just for you, Christy. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Speaking of things that are coming up. Also coming up on the road this weekend, Patty G. On Friday, the Brown County Playhouse with Willie G. And then coming up on Saturday, the Montpelier Civic Center with Jeff Oskey and Willie G. And Willie, how do they get those tickets?
Just go to my Instagram. It's at willie.griswold. There's a link in there, a link tree. Click on the link, grab some tickets.
Okay, coming up, would you like to live on a cruise ship full time? Well, the offer is now out there.
Maybe.
I don't think you'd like it, Chick.
Well, you don't know nothing about me.
Okay. I think at the first stop, you'd get off the boat, get to an airport, and fly home. I'm just saying.
But I'd be away.
Yeah. Also, coming up, we have again in the news, the famous hippos of South America. That were 4 of them are brought over by Pablo Escobar. Now they're taking over an area they got to get rid of them. They're trying to figure out what to do. We'll let you know what the latest plan is in just a couple minutes. Right now, your plan to hear some great music or some great books or some great audio, like maybe this show.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make it better?
Raycon earbuds, you know that, Tom. They're my favorite earbuds.
I want to hear all about this.
Raycon is premium audio at the perfect price point, Christy. You can build great habits without breaking the bank with Raycons. Whether you're looking for a pair of everyday earbuds, low latency gaming headphones, or a speaker with a battery that will last all night at your next party, Raycon has got you covered. Raycons start at about half the price of other premium audio brands, and we haven't even mentioned they have 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tap functions. You can answer your phone, noise isolation. You want it really quiet, or an awareness mode. If you're ready to buy something small with a big impact on your life, go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. They're so inexpensive but fabulous quality. You can buy a pair for yourself and give a pair as a gift. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Score 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Got an update on human skin jackets.
Oh, God.
It's about time.
The headline is a little bit misleading. We'll find out about what that really means when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't forget, the Bob and Tom store is always open, never closes. Your one-stop shop for any Bob and Tom Show merchandise you'd like to get for that Bob and Tom fan in your life. And maybe you are the Bob and Tom fan in your life, in which case you should treat yourself right now at bobandtomstore.com. Our clothing size is small up to 5XL. We've got hoodies, hooded zips, collared work shirts. The Bob and Tom Show hat, adjustable, fits any size head. Very popular. We want to get one on the head of every trucker across North America and South America. Just go to bobandtomstore.com. Let's not forget Canada with those Bob and Tom Show hats, right? We know you're listening there in Canada, eh? bobandtomstore.com. Have some fun, do some shopping, and treat that Bob and Tom fan in your life to the hat he's always wanted, or she. bobandtomstore.com.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update from the NBA. Memphis Grizzlies coach Taylor Jenkins says there's no timetable for Ja Morant to return to the team. Two-time All-Star wasn't in Los Angeles for games against the Clippers and the Lakers. The NBA investigates a social media post in which Morant appeared to be holding a gun in a nightclub. Clippers beat Memphis yesterday, 135-129. Also winning in the NBA in double overtime, Knicks beat the Celtics in Boston. Phoenix, Indiana, the Lakers, Brooklyn, Portland, Houston, Oklahoma City, and Milwaukee also winning. Top 25 college basketball yesterday. Number 1, Houston beat Memphis late. Number 5, Purdue over Illinois. Number 15, Indiana held on to beat Michigan in overtime. And Penn State beating number 21, Maryland, 65-64. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not.
Oh,
yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. Yeah, there's a tax joke for the accountants.
morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Can you tell us about Hawaii? I get very confused over there. I'm always trying to read signs, because all they have are vowels. You read signs, and some signs, they have an arrow that says E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, come on, where's that going to go? And
Obviously, to a pineapple farm.
Yeah, what is that? And, I'm always trying to, I'm trying to impress. I was with this girl, and I'm trying to impress her about how much I know about Hawaii. This is my second time there, and I'm like, I go, oh, now look here. This is the ni I pu'u lo o-o-ke a-uti. And she said, that's lookout, you idiot. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm a little used to read these signs around here.
I see.
Fascinating. They have two airports on the island of Maui, and one is called like Hiliwilipuli, and then they call the other one Wiliwilipali, and then I go to the wrong one, and I'm the idiot. It's supposed to be Hiliwilipuli, not Wiliwilipali. They're going to be an hour and a half apart. They shouldn't sound exactly the same. Not Hiliwilipuli, Wiliwilipali. Well, I have a theory, and I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry. Is what happened. They just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big, beautiful bird? Well, yeah, that's good. That's the
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
My brother Dennis and I, one time, we were talking about this, and, like if you say you're a comedian, then you're kind of like, you got to get
Tell
ready.
me a joke.
Yeah, So we decided we were golfing, and they hooked us up with two other guys, and we said to each other, let's just not say we're comedians and see how it goes.
Okay.
And then I said, well, what are we going to say if they ask? And he said, let's just say we're house painters.
Okay.
Well, we had 18 holes of trying to answer questions about paint that we were incredibly underqualified for.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you use a latex, you do an oil base, well, whatever the house needs.
Whatever it needs.
I'm like, why didn't we say we were comedians? I know the answers to the questions.
This is where
Next time, go with a hardware store. See.
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
He's in the performance room. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Josh Arnold, a bit under the weather today. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, I got to tell you, Ace Cosby's our pizza man. That's right.
And we get to hear Pat's song again.
We do. I want to explain that Ace is eating nothing but pizza. This is his choice.
Yeah.
Every meal in the month of March, and so far...
Tell me all about it, yeah.
It's very exciting. Ace has tried some very nice pizzas, and he's got us interested in them. Ace, what was your most recent pizza adventure?
This morning I had a healthy choice barbecue chicken on cauliflower crust.
And?
Huh?
Was it good?
It was edible.
Edible, he says.
That's not a
That sounds delicious.
ringing endorsement. What's the best one you've had so far?
The one I made yesterday on a bobbly crust. I had turkey sausage.
So you got a bobbly crust. That's a pre-made crust, Tom. You probably don't know this. And you make your own pizza. You put your sauce on there, and normal people put pepperoni and cheese and sausage.
What'd you put on it, Ace?
The turkey sausage and onions and mushroom.
Yeah, really.
I make them all the time.
No,
really.
You go to Trader Joe's and you can get that
yes.
pre-made.
Yes.
One must visit with the
You get the pre-made pizza dough.
Well,
is it like in a ball and you have to roll it out?
Yeah, you roll it up and then. Oh, but it's amazing. And you buy all the ingredients, and $40 later, you've got a beautiful homemade $4 pizza.
The bobbly comes. It looks like a crust. You don't have to. It's not in a ball. It's a cross crust.
No, it's fun. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Ace. Now, we turn to Pat Godwin, who has just promised to write a pizza song every day during Ace's sort of the reverse Lent of pizza.
And we're still on this one, I hope. It's my favorite so far. I think it's the only one, yeah.
Oh, 1, 2, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Some folks like pizza just for the cheese, or the fact that it's delivered whenever you please. But that doesn't matter to me. Just make it crispy at 800 degrees. I don't care about the toppings and sauce. Make sure the dough is kneaded, flattened, and ready to toss. 'Cause you know what's important to us. It's always been a matter of crust. Always been a matter of crust. Thank you.
You can tell Pat doesn't cook much. 800 degrees.
No, I looked it up. It's 600 to 800 degrees.
Yeah.
I like
At
the way
home?
it sang better.
Crispier the better.
Well, yeah, if you have one of those
That's a
big
wood fire.
Yeah, wood-fired
That's
pizza
800 degrees,
ovens.
baby.
Wow, no
That's
wonder.
a big thing, an outdoor pizza oven, specifically to make pizzas out on your
That's
deck.
nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
But, did you notice how that song started?
I mean, the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Here's,
Yeah.
Here's a song that also starts that way. The department store, yeah.
He's working part-time at the Five and Dime.
It's a great song.
Boss name
Chris
Mr.
Rock,
McGee.
on his live stand-up, had a tribute to Prince.
Okay. I think
That's you.
Get your ass back to work. You got time enough to lead. You got time enough to clean.
What's your last name, Prince?
And how about this one? Yeah, this is pretty good. Weren't they like 15 and 16 years old?
Is this Bad Company or?
Yeah. Simon Kirk and Boz Burrell and the guy Mick Rouse and Paul Rogers. It's great. I don't know how do I know all those names? I don't know.
That starts with a very quiet 1, 2, 3. How about this one? Wait a minute.
1, 2, 3.
He didn't say the 4.
Stand up, boy. They're playing the national anthem.
There you go.
Sorry. And?
2, 3, 4.
Well, she was just 17.
Whoops. Okay.
Well, you like the Beatles? How about this one?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Nice bass riff. George Harrison tune, The Tax Man.
Yeah.
Here's one of them. And the Pharaohs. It's a great song.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to play this one all the way through because it's one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah, ready?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Make her bow.
She's got tattoos around her. Harley Davidson in the den. She's got an open door for the Marine Corps. She's looking for a few good men. She walks out to her mailbox in her see-through pink tube top. If it wasn't for her biker friend, somebody would have called the cops. And she's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. She's the queen of manufactured housing. She's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. And me, I'm the trailer park king. She spends her nights in a strip joint, doing some exotic dance. In and out a date pair of platform shoes and worn out spandex pants. Her kids still live with her mother and her brother who's unemployed. She always calls me Elvis, but she knows my real name's Floyd. She's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. She's the queen of manufactured housing. She's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. And me, I'm the trailer park king. She's got a bad reputation. She's the talk of the neighborhood. Maybe her place ain't Graceland, but the furniture's just as good. I
often look through her window when she's getting dressed inside. She don't mind, she looks up to me, 'cause I own a double wide. Got a concrete block foundation, she admires it so. She always comes a-knocking whenever there's a tornado. And she's a trailer park woman, she's a mobile home princess. And me, I'm the trailer park king.
Sandy Pinkard, Richard Bowden, along with the Bob and Tom Band. Michael Clark on the pedal steel on that great version of Trailer Park Woman.
We laugh with it. We had a trailer park king. We had a guy that kind of ran the trailer park.
Did you know?
Oh, God, yeah. Everybody hung at his trailer. Everybody hung out there. And
was his name like Lester or something?
Floyd?
Yeah, or like Dirty Steve?
I believe, oh, God, I'm terrible with names. I think it was Wade.
That's the perfect name for a trailer park king.
Did he have a special trailer? I mean,
he had a nice trailer. He was on a corner lot. That's, the corner lots were highly coveted.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you had a little more space because it's on the corner. You didn't have somebody right next door to you. Yep.
Okay. Oh, good to know.
Dad, your equivalent of that is the house that's gated inside the gated community. That's what a corner lot is to you.
Okay. All right.
The old double gate.
Now, we were discussing songs that begin with a count-off. And we started with the great Billy Joel count-off. Yeah. It's a Matter of Trust, which has been transformed into a Matter of Crust. In honor of Bates's pizza adventure.
Hey, he's
slow down.
What he meant.
I'm just trying to find another one. Here, I think this one does it.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, great guitar lick.
What is it in?
Does
it's finish where you started, right?
Saturday Night Special start that way with Skinner? I thought it did.
I'm not sure. We did have some sad news from the Leonard Skinner camp.
Yeah.
Gary Rossington has died.
At the age of 71. Yeah.
He had a lot of heart problems and some emergency surgery a few years ago and survived the plane crash and a car accident and many other things, but he is gone. So I'm sure Skinner will continue the tour, and this is their last go-round. But Gary Rossington sadly is gone. Now, earlier, you were talking about the marijuana dispensary that's been proposed for a place in Massachusetts that would feature topless.
Topless, yes, bud tenders.
Topless so-called bud tenders, or as I said, pud tenders, maybe after work. But I thought we would feature a couple of tributes to the weed.
I always heard that his herb was top shelf. I just could not wait to find out for myself.
Don't knock it till you've tried it. Well, I've tried it, my friend. And I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I learned a hard lesson in a small Texas town.
He fired up a fat boy and he passed him around.
The last words I spoke before they tucked me in.
I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I'll never smoke
weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I hopped on his old bus, the Honeysuckle Road.
The party was Vegas, it was after the show.
Alone in the front lounge, just me and him.
With one parting puff, Grim Creeper sat in. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
Now we're passing the guitar, telling good jokes.
I know one's a-coming 'cause I'm smelling smoke.
No, I do not partake. I just let it pass by.
With a smile on my face and a great contact high. I'll never smoke weed, Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me me some old Whiskey River, my friend. But I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
In the fetal position with drool on my chin.
I messed up and smoked weed with Willie again.
Toby Keith, Scotty Emmerich, a classic recorded right here in the studio. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. Once again, the topless dispensary in Massachusetts may or may not happen.
May or may not.
Speaking of celebrities and marijuana, we got this from Craig Shoemaker.
I used to do celebrities smoking pot, and the way it was written was I was back in my fort when I was in high school, and they would pass it to me, and I would do like,
do one for us. You have to now. I didn't.
Oh, God, I have to remember this bit. This is celebrity smoking pot. It was written in like the 70s, so it was like Jimmy Carter. Yeah, that's damn good reefer. That was, the whole bit was all, everybody was Nixon, that's really good weed. You know,
I love this.
The whole bit. I can't believe I'm doing it. I'm trying to remember.
Give me more.
Here you go, Curly. Why, certainly. I can't believe I'm doing this ad. I'm not be doing. I'm trying to recreate this. Walter Brennan.
Weeds making
it's damn good reefer. Yeah, the bud's on fire. The bud's on fire. Mr. Haney from Green Acres. I did them all.
Do it.
Mr. Douglas, have I got a deal for you? A genuine imitation fur-line battery run bong for your smoking pleasure. I cannot believe I'm doing that.
Mr. Haney.
Now, I still do in my act, though. I do Barney Fife. Boom! What do you call that right there? The forbidden fruit. But I do all the characters of Mayberry in the show. Except for Howard Sprague. I could pull him. I used to do him smoking pot. Remember him, the town clerk?
Sure.
Bow tie?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Gee, Andy, fire up a fatty. I can't believe you're laughing at this. I should put it back in. No,
Pot's making a big comeback.
This is the biggest laughs I've got all day.
Pot is making a huge comeback. You got to do it. Craig Shoemaker.
I'm going to drop the Love Master and put in the pot
Do
routine.
you do
again.
Floyd the Barber, too?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you do Aunt B?
Yeah. Andy, there are seeds in my marijuana.
Hey, Craig Shoemaker, yeah. And we are back.
Iconic bit right there.
Everybody running around right now? Fellas okay?
We lost the show.
We're doing our tribute to marijuana due to the fact that in Massachusetts, they're trying very hard to get a topless dispensary for the first time. The people that own the Club Castaway, which was a strip club, have decided that they no longer want to do a strip club with alcohol. They would rather do topless dispensary, so we'll see how far that goes.
But I mean, are you going to this makes no sense to me. You're going to linger around the dispensary to look at the ladies and gentlemen that are, I don't know, makes sense.
You know what? There have been a lot of topless ventures. There's been topless coffee shops and car washes and photo booths and all kinds of stuff.
Okay. All right.
But you've never been a strip club guy.
No.
So you don't understand
But you're going to pay a premium for your legal weed just so you can see some man or woman with no shirt on? Okay. Well, we'll see if that works. I'm sorry, I was late here getting back. I was trying to find Miss Hooker. I heard she was in the building because we have a cooking proposition for her for later this week, which we'll tell you about in a matter of moments. It involves Ace Cosby.
Yes.
Coming up, of course, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Once again, Ace is eating nothing but pizza in the month of March, and his own little form of March Madness. And Ace is, you're in day 6. Correct. This morning's pizza got a C+. Not really very tasty. Is that what I'm understanding?
Well, microwave pizza is kind of hitting this. So.
Okay. Well, I know once again, I am buying the pizzas. So you can get first-class pizza. Some very nice pizza parlors out there, and you can get frozen pizza sent in from all over the country.
Sure.
Which we have a number of suggestions for you. So we'll have to get on that. But your idea of we were talking about pizzas. I think Willie shouted out the idea of the Thanksgiving pizza. What is it again?
Yeah, so Christy brought up mashed potatoes on pizza. I want to do like mashed potatoes, like little dollops, almost like ricotta on a pizza.
Oh, okay.
And then little shredded turkey on there, little cheddar over the top. Cranberries, if you're into that. I am not. Stuffing crust, that's a new idea. Just thought of that on the fly. Yeah, we'll develop this. We can figure this out.
We can invent this. The Thanksgiving pizza. I think it'd be worth a shot.
They do the Thanksgiving pies. Our pie people that you get our pies from, they do a Thanksgiving pie every year where they put stuffing and turkey and everything inside the pie.
So is it like a hot pie?
Uh-huh.
No, it's ice cold.
No, you. What do you mean it's hot?
It's frozen.
Yeah, it's hot. You cook it.
Ship it off.
Well, no, I think Thanksgiving pie. I think pumpkin pie.
No, they make it.
It's
like it's called
turkey pot
I think it's called Thanksgiving
It's like a chicken pot pie, but it's a turkey pot.
Yeah, but it has stuffing and
My sleep number's 100, Tom.
That's not a pizza. Are you talking about the Sleep Number bed?
I am, yes.
I love my Sleep Number bed. My Sleep Number's a crisp 85, but that's not as firm as the Chick McGee mattress. Christy Lee, what is your Sleep Number setting?
40. You guys are all wrong.
Well, it's not a matter of being right or wrong. It's a matter of your preference. 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress firmness, so don't go out there and buy 2 beds when you can buy the Sleep Number bed, and either side of the bed at the touch of a button transforms into the perfect setting for you. And the Sleep Number smart beds will help you develop the right setting that is best for you. Is your partner snoring? Sleep Number has a solution for that, too, with a FlexFit smart adjustable base. You can gently raise your partner's head at the touch of a button to alleviate snoring. Get all the details by talking to the folks at Sleep Number. You'll find them, of course, at Sleep Number stores. How do you find those? sleepnumber.com/BT show. Proven quality sleep is what we're talking about. And once again, the idea is so simple. Either side of the bed has its own adjustable setting, so everybody is happy. Choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number because your best every day comes from a great every night of proven quality sleep. Sleep Number has their lowest price ever right now. Save $1,200 on the famous Sleep Number 360 i10 smart bed. Special financing is available for a very limited time. Subject to credit approval, see sleepnumber.com for the details. You'll only find it at your favorite Sleep Number store. To find that, once again, sleepnumber.com/BT show. I know I love my Sleep Number bed. Coming up in the news, we have those hippos. Those pesky hippos are multiplying like rabbits in South America, and they're back in the news. Also, of course, coming up, it's the Ace Cosby joke of the day and comedian Reno Collier with his country fried take. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm not a stripper person. I don't go to strip clubs. No, I don't. I just.
I know they come to you, right?
Right. Well, kinda. So how I'm dating a stripper, I don't understand how that happened. And what happened was I met her outside of the situation. She's getting a little older to be that, and she said she was a writer. I met her at a social event. She goes, "I'm a writer," and I'm like, "Well, that's interesting. What do you write about?" She goes, "Well, I write about sex work, being a dominatrix, and stripping." And I'm like, "Why do you write about that?" She goes, "Well, that's what I do."
Oh.
So somehow or another, I just held on to writer. And
fascinating writer.
Yeah, fascinating writer.
In case your mother's still alive and you have to tell her.
See, right.
Writer.
So now I'm dating a woman who who does dominatrix work. She spanks men and says, that whole thing. And I'm not into that. That's not my bag.
Right.
I just like.
It's not my scene, baby.
It's not my scene.
No.
But I know that if I'm dating her, how am I not going to end up tied to a bed eventually? How am I
don't
gonna
know that.
Right, because I'm like, well, this is what you do. Let's give it a try.
I picture you tied to a ceiling fan and her saying goodbye.
Well, hold on, I'm writing that down. No, but here's what I could see. I go tied to ceiling fan.
Give her a good idea.
Yeah. Well, here's what I know. What'll happen is I'll end up tied to the bed. I'll be like, oh, no, I don't think I'm good with this. And she's gonna be holding a ball gag, saying the safe word is marry me. Marry me.
Mark Merritt is our guest.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Got an opportunity for you to download some free podcasts to listen to at bobandtom.com/podcast. Did you know we have some podcasts there waiting for you? They're free. The Bits and Pieces podcast, where they dive into the Bob and Tom archives. That Josh Arnold podcast, Josh discussing fun topics you could learn something. And the Bob and Tom Show Extra podcast, weekday afternoons, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That drops in, and you can listen for free and download for free. bobandtom.com/podcasts. As we roll through a Monday, Reno Collier and his Country Fried Take coming up on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Indiana University is thrilled to get John Mellencamp's archives, including his memorabilia, instruments, photos, and other items. They're so thrilled, actually, that IU President Pamela Whitten said the school will commission a statue of Mellencamp that will stand at the Fine Arts Plaza at the Bloomington campus. All of the memorabilia will be used to help students in arts and entertainment careers. Gary Rossington, Leonard Skinner's last surviving original member, who also helped to found the group, died Sunday at the age of 71. Rossington cheated death more than once. He survived a car accident in 1976. A year later, survived a plane crash that killed singer Ronnie Van Zant, guitarist Steve Gaines, and backing vocalist Cassie Gaines. In later years, he underwent numerous heart surgeries. No cause of death was given for Mr. Rossington. And Tom Sizemore has died in his sleep 2 weeks after suffering a brain aneurysm. He died Friday at a hospital in Burbank, California, at the age of 61. Sizemore made a name for himself with films like Saving Private Ryan, Natural Born Killers, and Heat. He was also the voice of Sonny Forelli in the video game Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Sizemore had several run-ins with the law and struggled with drug abuse. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
It's Dan Greeter. Dan,
Good morning.
Dan, how are you?
Good.
Dan, first off,
Yes.
you're from Cleveland, but you went to school
At Ohio State.
How'd that go?
I loved it there. I'm a big football fan. I love college football. You know, we should have a college football team. I was in Boston a couple months ago. I was turning around, I went down to Cambridge. You know, I was walking the Harvard campus there, you know, pretending. And, and it dawned on me, Harvard, they didn't put anybody good in football, do they, Harvard, huh? Ivy League, bunch of wimps. That Big Ten, you know, Pac-10's big business. You got the football program. You know, people may take a class or two.
Right.
You know, as a Harvard, you get the school football game might break out on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play be something like, and Harvard's quarterback is dropped behind the line again for loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. And he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a sixth-year redshirt freshman, majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. Yeah. He drives a Lexus.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. The Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Comedian Greg Fitzsimmons has joined us in the studio. You're a New Yorker.
Yeah.
How's that going?
New York's good. Not bad. It's a strange place because no matter where you work or what you do, you come in contact with freaks. You know, I worked at a gas station for a couple of years, and the guy I worked with, strange man, former porno movie star from the 70s.
Really?
Yeah, he'd get confused every time he'd fill the tank. Halfway through, he'd pull it out and spray it all over the car. And, we lost a lot of good petrol.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening. Downs in a second.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Jess Hooker joins us. A surprise.
Hello.
Because it's pizza month and Ace is eating a pizza. Nothing but pizza. There's Ace Cosby.
Hi.
There's Willie Griswold.
What's up, man?
Josh Arnold has pleurisy. I'm Chick McGee. I don't even know what that is. And here's Tom.
Jess, are you familiar with the Billy Joel famous countdown? The 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Pat, you want to do your just a real quick rendition of that for us?
Give me the piano there.
There we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the count off right there.
So I just always love that. And then it's, of course, that song is A Matter of Trust. And in honor of Ace, so we did A Matter of Crust.
Nice.
For the pizza. But we have a challenge for you in just a second. I'm trying to find other songs that begin with...
I've got one. And Ronnie walked up behind him as he's playing and whispered all those lyrics in his ear. That's from the Skinner documentary.
Wow.
Pretty cool story, if it's true. I don't know.
And of course, the famous one where they go, turn it up.
Oh, yeah.
Ironically, it was their cover of The Sound of Silence. Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, let me tell you something. Nobody likes Goofy more than me, Pat.
I don't have a way to play music, but a friend of the show, Tracy, has selected U2's Vertigo. Does that start?
Yeah, he goes,
that song makes me...
$3.14. The guys at U2 don't even have time for question.
I bet they had no idea that there was somebody speaking foreignese that would check up on them.
Like, Wooly Bully, if you listen to this one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, squadron. They're mixing.
They did uno, dos, and they did 1, 2, and then
yeah, they're mixing it up.
Yeah.
Jess, have you heard any of these songs before?
Oh, yeah, I know all these songs.
How about this one? This is a great song no one's heard here in the room. How about this one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Roadrunner? School of Rock soundtrack.
Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers. Wasn't that in a movie?
School of Rock soundtrack.
That sounds like Ray Davies.
No, but it's Jonathan Richman and the Modern
Whatever you
Lovers.
say. That's what the name is.
I think it was Berserkly Records.
Well, they don't even know how to do a countdown. They kept going.
That's kind of the joke.
Mr. McGee's in it. You don't want to hear it because my
No,
name's in it.
because your name's in it.
Because my fake name's in it, you don't want to hear it.
Go ahead, play it till the part about your name if it's going to make you happy.
Thank you.
This will kill my erection.
Did you have one?
You have a boner.
Wait a second.
Wendy and Lisa and
Say my name.
the doctor's guy.
That cute guitar player they had?
Yeah. And Chris Rock wore
Is he going to get to it?
Prince, the sign that Prince was not his... yes. Who was it? Get off your ass and get in there. Let's go.
Mr. McGee. Get back to work. Okay. How about, this is one of the most famous countdowns. I don't know what the hell's going on with this one.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to try to tell Ace something. When this album came out, I lost my mind. I just love this album.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it Def Leppard?
That Ace and I drove several hours on a school night.
Just you and Ace in the car.
That's back when he was
Ace
fun.
drove because I slept on the way back. But we met the band back in the day when the First group, they were all alive.
And all had their arms.
Crocus. I don't know about crocus, but as we called them in Central Ohio, the DLs.
Oh,
we
nice.
love those. Oh, man.
You forget how many hits they have till you see them live. It's like, oh, my gosh.
Also, here's an obscure trivia fact from this show. If you ask me who was the funniest of the rock stars you've ever met, it's Joe Elliott.
Really?
He's hilarious. Gets it.
Very cool.
Came in here, had the best time, super funny on his own. I was really worried about meeting him. I thought, uh-oh, big rock star. This is gonna no, great guy.
Most irritating jerk, John Mellencamp. But you know, he knows I'm kidding. Johnny Cooper knows I'm kidding.
If Johnny Cooper were here right now, he'd burn you with a cigarette, which would be lit.
Johnny Cooper's in the news. Did you see that?
I did. No.
Yeah, he's dedicating a whole bunch of stuff to the Indiana University.
He's donating it.
Yes, he's giving them memorabilia, instruments, photos, and other items to help students in arts and entertainment careers.
Somebody put up on Twitter the other day a picture of John back in the 80s, I think before Nothing Matters, whatever did camp. He's standing in front of a Kubert machine, and it's the best picture you've ever seen in your life.
Now they're going to put a statue of Mellencamp up in the Fine Arts Plaza at the Bloomington campus. That's pretty cool.
All right.
So, thanks, Johnny Cooper.
Now, here's a kind of obscure one because this part doesn't get played much. You'll get it right away. But all right. Give it a second here.
Done 4 already, but now we're steady, and then they went. 1, 2.
Anybody?
I know it when it starts, but it's familiar.
Okay, we've got the 1, 2.
3, 4.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, this band did okay.
But had you ever heard that part of it?
No.
Yeah, that doesn't make the radio.
That's not a radio edit.
No, I thought that was something from Spinal Tap at first.
That's cool. Yeah.
Good guess.
Spinal Tap and real rock. There's as Willie likes to talk about Venn diagrams. There's
Well, they intersect. Yes,
they intersect in a big way. I'm sure we've missed a couple, but we'll come back and
Did
get
the band on Sesame Street ever have the count go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4?
Oh, Dr. Teeth and the Electric Were they? No, I don't think Dr. Teeth was ever on Sesame Street. That was just the Muppet Show, I think. Right? Maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Let's see now. We have coming up the Ace Cosby joke of the day, and we have to. Do you have time for? Can you stay for one more break?
Sure.
Okay, we have to ask your questions and give you an assignment.
Okay.
Well, go ahead and tell it so she can work on it.
Well,
all right.
She can't work on it. She's not going to make it right now.
What? Why not? She a chef or not?
Starving.
I've got to order groceries, so if I have to add stuff to my list.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. When we come back, we'll get to that. Also, we have human skin jackets in the news.
Oh.
I will give you a hint. Misleading headline. I got suckered into this one. But they're still disgusting. Okay, when you find out what they are. Inspired by Ed Gein when we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
We're trying to see how Chick McGee will do in the cherry spitting competition in the parking lot.
No,
Well, here, I'll eat the cherry, then I'll give you the pit.
Oh, no, you don't do that. No.
I've never been so turned on in my life.
Come on.
Now, when you do it, you have to pass it tongue to tongue.
Now, we just talked with one of the champions.
Turns out gnats. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Gnats love cherry.
Oh, how about that?
It may just be me that they love. I haven't been able to shower since last Tuesday.
Don't tell us that.
I can't get this wound wet. I'm
that's
sorry.
too
There may
bad.
be a BO issue here.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so it's 50 feet to the poster of me.
Right.
Now, the line is right here where the sidewalk meets the asphalt.
So, has Chick popped a cherry in his mouth? Does he have a pit in there?
Have you ever popped a cherry?
No, never have the pit.
Oh, come on. One time in Welsh, West Virginia.
All right.
Okay, Chick McGee is...
he's at the line.
He's
now, remember...
He's eating the cherry. The pit. Where's the pit in your mouth right now? Oh, he dropped it. Oh, 3-second rule. Oh, I'm sure there are no goose turds. Netta, he put it back in his mouth.
Oh,
This is where the geese poop all the time.
Oh, yeah. No, they pooped on the other side.
It hasn't rained in 3 months.
Okay, now, is there a line that Chick he can't cross?
You can't cross. Plant your feet.
He's got to get a toe on the line.
You predicted you could spit it how far? 30 feet is what you... Okay, I think you're going to get maybe 20.
I have a severe crosswind.
Oh, now he's... pussy
yeah.
crosswind.
Well, you know, those crosswinds...
You think the bullet Kraus complains about a crosswind?
Probably.
Uh-huh.
Bitches about a lot of stuff.
Have we got...
Okay, go ahead. Do we have our measuring tape?
It's already marked on the pavement.
Okay, ready? Go ahead. It's off, and... Where'd it go? It got to the second blue tape.
Which is how far?
Is that? 20 feet.
20 feet.
Oh.
That's how you. That's
You
what
said 30. There's a significant difference. Okay, now Chick is leaning back. Now, are you folded? Is the pit folded into your tongue? Remember, he said the key is lung power and getting a vacuum seal. He just spit. No.
How much?
What do you think? What is that? That's short of 20 feet.
Short of 20?
Okay, short of 20
It's getting
feet.
worse.
Again, what?
I think you need a...
Yeah, Tom, put your money where your mouth is.
I never said I could do this.
Oh, yeah? Come on.
Come on,
These cherries
spit.
been washed?
Come on, Chick. Chew up a cherry for him.
They've been washed.
Feed him like a
Prearranged
bird.
cherries?
Haven't you seen them wash them at the store?
Okay, go ahead, take over.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Breathe through your nostril.
You look like...
Jeez.
You look like some bad lawyer at the turn of the century in court. Your Honor, I've never known my... Oh, he's ready. Have you swallowed the cherry meat?
No, what's the technique here?
You roll your
Spit
tongue.
it.
Can you roll your tongue?
Spit.
I'm afraid I'm going to swallow it and choke.
Just spit.
Now, we could only hope.
Oh, my God. That didn't even go 10 feet.
Here comes Christy Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, now we have a gal
She's
with
got on her Daisy Dukes.
great lung capacity.
Okay, let me get this microphone down here in front of Christy. So
Your mouth, by the way. That's the smallest tongue I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, well, that's
All right.
good.
That's why I can't do this. I don't think I'm going to be very
It's
good.
like a 3-year-old tongue.
Oh, yeah, 18-year-old tongue is what I
Thank
meant
you.
to
Well,
say.
every-
The
all
line,
models
the
on
line
the
is where
edge.
the asphalt meets the cement.
He's out here with his cane pointing at...
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm injured. Do you mind? Okay, step up. You can't take a running start.
All right, is Christy eating a
Christy
cherry?
has kind of a controversial stance, Bob. She has her feet staggered.
Okay.
And now the technique, Christy, you're supposed to go up and down like you're doing jumping jacks. Remember, it's braless day.
That's right, it is braless day.
Okay, here we go. Christy leans back. Can she spit?
No, you can't make her laugh.
What was that, 2 feet? Was that, how far did that go? 6 feet, okay.
Uh-huh.
I think she got a little on her chin.
How are we on time, Bob? We don't have a scorer's time clock.
Well, we have about 1 or 2 more minutes here.
I've never been a spitter, Bob.
That a girl. That's what I like about
I think those Christy Lee, I've never been a spitter T-shirts might be a big item for the store.
Painful. Did you know that you have a choice when it comes to choosing an anesthesia? Introducing Ed Padural's Anesthesia City! Anesthesia City!
Hey, Eddie Padural here. When you need to get gooned on the goofy juice, it really helps to shop around. And there's no better time than now, as we're getting giddy at Anesthesia City. It's our once-a-year Malaise Days.
Malaise Days!
Bring in your Zoo Book coupon, and we'll knock off an additional 50% on scratch and dent ethers, pentathols, and nitrous.
Anesthesia City!
And oh yeah, free balloons for the kids. Hey, if they're real young, make sure they don't suck on any of that balloon air, if you know what I'm saying.
Anesthesia City! Open every day, 10 until 10. 9.
I'm Ed Padural saying, so, what's it going to take for me to put you in a coma today?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
We don't know anything about you, Christian. Are you a married guy, single guy?
I am married. I got married this past August. I am one of those lucky men. I'm one of those at first sight situations. I met my wife. I looked at her and I said, "Oh my God, this is the woman I want to spend the next 4 to 7 years with."
Wow. Wow, that's huge.
That is
Your expectations.
That is an exciting time, isn't it, Christian?
Isn't it sweet?
Yes, it is.
That is lovely. How's it going?
You know, it's not bad. She travels with me a lot, not as often as I like. I love traveling with my wife because every time we go away together, we play this really fun game. It's called How Is This My Fault?
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom
844 go AAA go.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the News desk. Calm down.
Tom has a letter.
Pat Godwin in the performance room. Hey, chick. Jess Hooker's here.
Hello.
Josh Arnold is finally left. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold. Good
morning.
I'm Chick McGee. Josh is actually under the weather.
I got a letter.
Here's Tom Griswold with a letter.
Daniel writes, I just tuned in. He goes, I know Josh is famous for not talking during your show a lot, but this is ridiculous. Speak up, Josh. He's not here.
He's not here.
Sometimes. That first hour, he tends to kick back.
That's not true at all.
Soak in the show. No, but it's a lie that I'm trying to propagate. Is that a word?
You know how often you make people really mad and they don't say anything. Do you know that?
Me this morning 3 times.
Yeah.
Didn't say a word.
But let's get back to the business at hand.
Which is?
Ace Cosby eating nothing but pizza for the month of March, Tom.
Well, we were talking about this, and Ace is eating nothing but pizza. But Willie came up with this idea, which I think is really good. And I forget, how did we arrive at this again? Christy found the potato pizza?
Yeah, I was telling Christy I was craving potato chips Saturday morning, but I didn't stick to my meal plan. And there's several places that specialize in potato
Yes,
pizzas.
in Italy, that is quite a common thing. They really thinly sliced potatoes on a pizza crust, and you can use cheese or not with fresh olive oil, a little rosemary. It looks amazing. I'm going to make that.
This isn't going to show up at Pizza Hut.
No.
Okay, and your thought on that, Chick, was the starch content?
I like 4 or 5 starches at dinner. I like a potato and a macaroni.
And then Willie developed it. Do you want to explain what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so I had the idea of like a mashed potato pizza, and the way you do it is you do small dollops like ricotta, like you'll see that from time to time.
But he kept going.
Oh, and then you could get some shredded turkey on top of that. You could do some cranberry if that's for you.
Yes.
The crust could be made of stuffing if you want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to do a little bit of cheddar on top, a little provolone on top. That's the idea for now.
Sounds good.
I like the crust as a stuffing. You could bake that, right?
Yeah, I did that in 2012. I have a picture. I went back in my phone and found where I did a leftover pizza because we had so many leftovers we'd hosted, and I thought, hey, we've got to use this stuff. And my kids were young, and I thought it'd be fun. And
How was it?
It was delicious, and now it's become a tradition. The stuffing crust I haven't perfected, to be honest, so I buy the pre-bought crust.
So you do a regular crust, and will there be little areas of like mashed potatoes and stuffing?
Yeah, actually, we did the gravy like you would do a red sauce, obviously the pizza sauce, and then we did a layer of potatoes lightly over that, and then like you said, we even put corn on ours.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Turkey.
I'll pass
Turkey,
on the cranberry.
Yeah, no, we did cranberry on the side because I'm not a big.
The only thing cranberry is good for is making juice and putting vodka in it.
That's not true.
Yeah, I found a picture on my phone. We've done it. We've done it almost every year since. Yeah.
No, but can you do it with little mountains of mashed potatoes in there?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah.
You can do mac and cheese on top also. More
Absolutely.
starch.
Yep.
Oh my God.
More starch.
Carb loader. Well, you do your thing, and we'll look forward to it.
Yeah, we're doing Thanksgiving in March. Then is what we're doing.
Usually I don't approve of that sort of thing, but there's a season for everything. But since this is officially the pizza season.
I have a great idea. I think she should bring us a pizza every week for the whole month of March.
We could do an Easter. We could, an Easter pizza. We could do ham and.
I don't want peeps on my pizza.
No peeps. No peeps. No. Not a sweet pizza, but like.
What's Easter pizza? You order it and it comes back in 3 days. Very funny.
Good job.
And a cannibal and rock. That's right.
You got it in there.
Yeah.
is I'm sorry, what is on an Easter
What would be an
No,
Easter?
I would think traditional Easter dinner at our house is usually a ham. We do like a potato dish, which is usually scallop potatoes. I don't know.
We'll give it some thought.
We could, yeah. Tell us what you...
Could you dye it?
We could dye the dough.
So it looks like
So
Easter
it's
eggs?
pastel colors?
Yeah.
It's hard to dye it on a pizza.
Okay.
Well, you can't hit every time, Pat. That's fine.
They call him the sniper. Every once in a while,
Ace, did you weigh
the
before
victim
this
lives.
pizza diet started?
No.
Oh, I wish you would have.
I wish you would have too. Do you think he's going to lose weight?
I think
No.
so.
I think he is too.
I can feel my house pants a little droopy this week.
Really?
House pants. Oh, I like that.
If you're losing weight eating pizza, what were you eating?
And wait a minute, you have house pants?
Yeah, what are house pants?
I like the term.
Like
gotta get
pajama
my
pants.
House pants.
Like pajama pants.
And I don't know what I'm saying. I have so many pair of house pants.
I know.
It's crazy.
I sleep a la naturel, but when I'm walking around the house, I put some bottoms on.
House pants and slippers.
Right. They're probably like what, sweats or like a cotton.
Sweats that got holes in them.
Sorry.
You have those
Boy,
weird
you fart holes in them, as we all know.
Yeah. I have those beach pants. I don't own any sweats. I hate
Of course
them.
not.
Hear that chick? The man has beach pants.
No, he doesn't call them sweatpants, although they are. He calls them beach pants.
No, they're like seersucker beach pants. They're not.
What do you not like about sweatpants?
Everything. I hate them.
They say failure.
Pat, they
So
look
it's
like
the perception. It's not how they feel on your body.
No, you can't. There's no back pocket. They're baggy.
Yeah, because while
That's
you're
not
laying
true.
there,
They're sweatpants with pockets for sure.
I don't like them.
trying to find something on Netflix, you need your wallet.
No, I don't need that. No, thank you. I don't like sweatpants at all.
What about slippers? You got slippers, right?
I do. Christy gave them to me.
All right.
They're very nice.
Do you wear
No.
them? Do you wear them?
Chick gave you brand new slippers
Never
for Christmas.
Never mind. They're probably.
They're in my office. I haven't taken. I can't.
he doesn't
Remember,
have a
I'm not
home.
living in my own house. I'm trying not to take anything over there. I've got enough. I'm living out of a small suitcase.
You should take this opportunity because your new house isn't done yet. You should just go to a facility where people can take care of you. And you should just live there for a little bit and see how you like it.
Let them assist
Oh, like assisted living?
No, a facility where they can help you. Okay? They'll come in, they'll give you your medication, you can,
They feed you 3 meals a day.
You can bring the puppets in. You can pretend you're doing the radio show every morning.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun for
Set up
you.
fake
Yes.
What do you think about that, Josh? Oh, you're always right, Tom.
I could do all the voices.
Yeah.
Right now, we're also doing songs that begin with a count off.
We're busy.
This is. How do we forget this one?
This is from 72 also. About being on the road. It's called Turn the Page.
There's no 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well.
1, 2, 3.
One of your favorite songs apparently has it. GNR's Patience. I know how much you love that.
Oh, good. How about this one?
Got a patience to listen.
Oh, that's a good song.
Black Horse and the Cherry Train.
Yeah.
I called her one time for a date. She did not call me back.
Really?
She's amazing.
Something about wrong sex. I don't know.
I thought he was going to say. God.
Okay. We need to. Since we've been talking so much about the Ace Cosby Pizza Challenge, if you will, it's time now to get the actual Ace Cosby joke of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
We were talking about Billy Ray Cyrus earlier. And his daughter, Miley, has a very special toilet.
She does.
You know what makes it special?
What?
It's a party of the USA.
It's a potty in the USA.
Okay, first of all, you sold the hell out of it.
Nice vision.
Really, really did. You were moving that ass and everything. I like it a lot.
Nice job.
Moving my hips like, yeah. I love that song.
Me too.
It's a great little song.
Wow, very good, very good. We were talking about her, and she had a mullet for a while, but her father famously brought the mullet back in the achy breaky heart days. He had a great mullet there for a while, and now the mullet apparently making a comeback. That's what.
More pizza talk. There are pierogi pizzas. This is Paul from Toledo, Ohio area. Creamy mashed potatoes, cheese, and sautéed onions on pizzas. They call it a pierogi pizza.
I'm in.
Or pierogi.
Yeah, it's pierogi. Yeah.
And a sports bar in Chicagoland area makes a corned beef pizza for St. Patrick's Day weekend.
I'm also in.
It's amazing. Anthony looks forward to it every year.
Probably have to do that one. Is that next week?
That's the 17th. Is that next week?
Next
a week
Friday?
from Friday. Yeah.
And even though it falls in Lent, because St. Patrick was a saint,
yes,
special dispensation for Catholics, they get to eat meat that Friday.
Is that global or just your guy?
I know our diocese is. I would assume it's a global thing, but
I don't know.
We got the big letter in the bulletin yesterday.
Well, your guys would be considered somewhat liberal.
You think?
Yeah, three wives, a chimp. The guy
No, stop. Oh, my God.
Oh, wait a minute. Walsh up. Just a joke. We got a little party.
You totally saved it saying it was
okay.
No, is that a worldwide thing? Does the Pope give everybody a dispensation?
Maybe. I'm sure if one diocese is doing it, probably most of them are.
You get the day off?
They ask you to pick another day since if you're going to eat meat on that Friday to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, to take another day during Lent and use that as your abstinence and fasting day. So
okay, all right.
Substitute.
Now, do they have an enforcement squad, the Catholic, or they come around the house and keep an eye on you?
No, they don't.
Just some big Italian guy.
It's called guilt.
Seems like they're leaving a lot to chance.
It hovers all around. You don't
I
need
got a happy
people.
story for you.
I bet you don't.
A Los Angeles man celebrated his 109th birthday.
Too old. Way
Sorry,
too
Gramps. Let's go. You're too old.
Yes. Maury Markoff.
Very old man name.
Okay.
Turned 109 in January.
Attaboy, Maury.
They brought a belly dancer to his L.A. condo.
Oh, yeah.
Videos of the festivities show the dancer emerging in a white bedazzled costume and white feather fans, while a delighted Maury watches from his chair placed in the middle of the room.
Do you remember the belly dancer that was here that one time?
Oh, yeah, that had the hair trail from her belly button down.
Her belly was hairier than mine. If you're into that.
It was very good. By the way,
Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much.
109-year-old Maury said he was shaking his shoulders, kicking his legs, and said, "I'd go with her."
Aww.
So
I'd go with her. What the hell does that mean? What's the hold hands with her? What's going on?
They want to go steady. He's going to pin her.
I'm sure it's
He
nice.
might have had a little tweak down there, you think?
I'm not sure.
Last time I got an erection, I pulled my back.
That's a good old man voice.
President Roosevelt said, "That's a good one, Maury." Last time I saw a woman, her boobs were touching the floor.
So he was born in 1918? Let me do the math.
109.
There's no way to do that math.
1914. No. Yes. I haven't gone yet. Hang on.
You're right.
1914.
Yeah, there you go. 1914. Now, coming up in the news, Christy Lee.
Coming up, would you live on a cruise ship for $30,000 a year?
I would. I would do it for free.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Have you ever been on a cruise ship?
I'm sure I'd enjoy it.
No, you have to pay them, my friend.
Huh?
You have to pay them to live.
I'm Chick McGee. I'm not paying for anything.
A buffet again? Okay.
What's wrong with a buffet? It's just like a wide open refrigerator is how I think of that. I told you about the moving pick, didn't I? Greg Morton, what's his name? Greg Morton was here Friday.
Yes, Greg Morton.
From Toronto, and Josh asked him about the moving pick, which we decided was
it's a food court.
An open-air food court.
You thought it was fascinating.
And I asked my Canadian friend Saturday night, have you ever heard of moving pick? And both of them said no. No. So I think he was playing with it.
Okay, well, right now, speaking of food, how about some fresh food? Are your taste buds calling you, going, "We're bored"? That's where HelloFresh comes in. They've got a bunch of new stuff going on out there, including the Dietitian Win recipes, under 700 calories and made with less sodium. And they've got protein smart options like the one-pot pork and black bean chili or the creamy Dijon dill chicken with 30 grams or more of protein. A bunch of cool stuff coming from HelloFresh. The beauty of HelloFresh is they do the shopping, they do the measuring. You put it together for fresh food and restaurant quality. Have some fun. Great for date night, great for teaching the kids how to cook, great for giving you some free time so you don't have to go to the store. Once again, quality ingredients and a whole array of options. Every week, more than 40 recipes to choose from. And we're talking about on this end, you've got maybe vegan over on this side of things, and way over here, you've got Just standard, beautiful comfort food. And Willie, what are you working on over there?
Check out the barbecue pulled chicken tacos with creamy slaw and red onion. HelloFresh sends you 8 ingredients. Put those together in 4 easy steps. In 20 minutes, you're enjoying this delicious meal that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
With the cost of groceries going up and up and up, it's the perfect time to get started with HelloFresh. Give it a shot. It's cheaper than groceries and 25% cheaper than takeout. Plus, you're going to have some fun. They do the measuring. They do the shopping. Sign up today for 60% off plus free shipping if you use this code BTShow60. That's BTShow60. HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. BTShow60 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. Coming up, comedian Reno Collier with his country fried take. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
Hey, don't forget, Pat Godwin going to be on the road this weekend, along with our friend Willie Griswold, the two together, one night only, Friday, March 10th at the Brown County Playhouse in Nashville, Indiana. What a great town. Lots of good shops, good restaurants. Get some wine, get some beer, and go check them out at the Brown County Playhouse. That's Willie Griswold and Pat Godwin coming up this Friday night, March 10th. PatGodwin.com or at Willie.Griswold on the Instagram for more information. And then Saturday night, March 11th, the Civic Center in Montpelier, Indiana. It's going to be Willie Griswold and Jeff Oskey together live on stage at Willie.Griswold on Instagram, at Jeff Oskey on Instagram. This weekend, live comedy and your chance to get out there and see him. If you're in Toledo, Ohio, this Friday and Saturday night, the Funny Bone in Toledo is where you'll find Donnie Baker live on stage. DonnieBaker.com for more as we roll through a Monday with you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. In Ohio, there apparently is no indication of any risk to public health from the derailment of another Norfolk Southern cargo train. This time it was between Dayton and Columbus, the second derailment of a company train in the state in a month. Authorities said 28 of the 212 cars on the southbound train, including 2 empty tankers, derailed shortly before 5 p.m. Saturday in Springfield Township near a business park and the county fairgrounds. For the first time, United Nations members have agreed on a unified treaty to protect biodiversity in the high seas, concluding 2 weeks of talks in New York. The high seas encompass nearly 2/3 of the ocean and half the planet's surface. The treaty will create a new body to manage ocean life conservation and establish marine protected areas and ocean regions outside national boundary waters. Several marine species, including dolphins, whales, sea turtles, and of course many fish, make long annual migrations crossing national borders and the high seas. And the University of Massachusetts is warning about a TikTok trend after 28 ambulances were summoned to off-campus parties. Students were observed Saturday carrying jugs with a mixture of alcohol, electrolytes, and water dubbed blackout rage gallons or Borgs in a binge drinking trend gaining traction on TikTok. There were apparently so many calls for ambulances for student alcohol intoxication that neighboring agencies stepped in to help. The Amherst Fire Department did say none of the cases were life-threatening. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I see. I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. And I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willie email list? That is the real
Hey, this is Tom coming up Tuesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show. He's one of our old favorites, the comedian and podcaster Dan Cummins. Also, we'll hear from ventriloquist Jeff Dunham and We'll hear from the usual cast of idiots and maybe the voice of Mr. Obvious.
Wowee, that's great.
That's Tuesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
She's the love of your life, and you want to make her feel special on Valentine's Day. Gentlemen, if you're looking for a romantic gift this Valentine's Day, then Frigamall Florist has the gift for you. It's our I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. Yes, for just $59.95, you can send her the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. The I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet proclaims your lust for her in the most romantic way possible. The bouquet of lovely fresh flowers says, let's do it, and my loins ache. Your wedding vows didn't include a vow of chastity, but you're not going to see any action unless you act now. So pick up the phone and order the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet right now. That's the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I order you some flowers bouquet. With one phone call, you can cover your ass and get some ass. It's a win-win. Call now, because when Cupid shoots his arrow on February 14th, you won't be shooting anything unless you get her some flowers.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, News Desk.
Hey.
As it happens, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Josh Arnold, sick. There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
She's here as a pizza expert. There's Ace Cosby, eating nothing but pizza for the month of March. There's Willie Griswold.
In the chill zone.
I
like that, the chill zone.
You are in the chill zone.
Thank you.
He's frosty. I'm Chick, and here's Tom. And Tom, you handle that.
Christy has her hand up.
Before I get in trouble and I get thousands of emails, apparently the Catholic dispensation for St. Patrick's Day is state by state, if you will. So different dioceses are choosing to do different things. So you may
several
not
people
be
are going to go to hell now.
That's right.
Listening to this show. Thanks, Christy.
Among the many reasons I'm not Catholic, it has to do with the big one, faith. But there's too many rules and people and changes.
Apparently it changes from
smoking
state to
pots
state.
and whipping around and acolytes.
I think that's what is that incense in those big pots? They're spinning around.
Yes, it is
That's a trick, because if they hover too much in the upright position, the charcoal comes out. We have, I think, Reno Collier joining. There we go.
Hey, Reno.
Reno Collier.
Good morning.
And the magic lamp.
That thing, something special.
Okay, that's nice. Reno Collier's joined us from his
I
home.
saw that on Cadaver Monthly. That's a nice place you got there.
It's quite it's bee plug shaped.
Butt plug shaped is what he meant.
What?
It is.
The lamp?
Your lamp is,
Dude, if you can fit that thing in your butt.
Wow, that is.
Hey, I'm sorry, Reno. I thought you partied. Okay.
Oh, I used to, my friend. I used to.
Okay.
That's not going to come out or get in, I think. Reno Collier joins us from his home in Tennessee. And Reno, how's everything going? You look happy today, feeling good?
I'm feeling good, man. Doing yard work. Just got done mulching yesterday and going to dig up. I got to put a new little thing out there by my deck to get my egg back on it. And it's good, man. Everything's good. Getting ready to go to the Funny Bone in St. Louis this weekend and plugging away, big dog.
All right. Yeah, I got a big mulch issue right now.
What's your problem? Well, you don't have a house.
No, but there's the neighborhood. They mulched the whole thing the other day, and one of my dogs loves the taste of mulch.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a problem. Because
it is a problem.
She'll eat a cup of mulch, and then
it's not good for them.
No. I don't know if there's an anti-dog mulch out there. I hope there is.
There's a spray, I think.
Really? Well, it's the whole neighborhood.
Oh,
so
then.
You got to keep a tight leash on this dog.
Sorry about you.
So, Reno, thanks for ruining my dog with your mulching.
You got it, bud.
Okay, you're welcome.
No, I want to know who you're going to go see at the St. Louis Funny Bone.
I'm not sure who's there. I just go on a whim.
That's a hell of a drive just to watch it go.
It must be somebody great to drive all that way.
Yeah.
I just love stand-up. I just love stand-up comedy, and I just love watching it. You know,
The busman's
I'm just one of those guys.
Nice.
This is what I do.
Hey, busting balls. Hello.
He's been doing this all morning, Reno. You're lucky. You're just tuning in.
Yeah.
Reno is a very fine stand-up comedian. On the road, also, you can view his many country fried takes on the internet, of course, and they're very nice. And I think we have a new one coming from today. Is that correct, Reno?
We do, yes, sir, and it fits right in with partying with that lamp.
Okay.
So, good morning, everyone. I'm Reno, and I'm an alcoholic. I haven't had a drink in a little over 6 years, and quitting was the toughest and best thing I've ever done. Luckily, there are angels walking around as people on this earth, and one of mine is a black man with dreads who fought in the Vietnam War. When I first got help, he greeted me every morning with, "If no one told you they love you today, I do." And it always seemed to come right when I needed it. After about 6 months of sobriety, I told him, "Man, I don't know what is going on with me. Yesterday, I went to a go-kart track. Then I went to the batting cages. Then I played Space Invaders for like an hour." And he was like, "Reno, how old were you when you started drinking?" I was like, 14. He goes, "My brother, you still 14. He said, "I bet you argue like you're 14 too." And I'm thinking in my head, "No, I don't, you butthole."
Very good.
He went on to explain, as soon as I started chasing my escape, I quit maturing. And I'm like, damn, I'm stuck at 14. I mean, this rocked me like a hurricane. Just waiting. You see, I've had a...
He liked him at 14.
I could have waited all day. You see, I've had a long love affair with booze, right? It was so much fun until it just wasn't. And to me, quitting booze was like breaking up with a crazy, hot girlfriend. You love her so much, but she just won't stop catching your stuff on fire. You know? She would occasionally jerk my truck into a mailbox. I mean, she could be a real bitch. You know what I'm saying? But she was a great excuse. You know, when you throw a whiskey bottle through a window, people go, "Oh, that's so sad. He's probably an alcoholic." But if you're dead sober and you chuck a Mountain Dew bottle through a window, nobody goes, "Oh, that's so sad. I bet he's pre-diabetic." And I don't think alcohol is a bad thing. You know, 99% of people can drink like they're in a beer commercial. A few beers after a ball game, sitting around a campfire. But I always wondered why they didn't finish the commercial so it was more like me. You never see some guy getting arrested for climbing a water tower in his underwear, all scraped up, missing a shoe, handcuffed over the hood of a cop car, and you hear, "This bud's for you." And people always ask me, they're like, "Hey, man, do you think I'm an alcoholic?" And let me tell you, I really don't know. Only you know. But I'll give it a shot, and I ask them a few questions, you know, like, have you tried to stop drinking and you can't? Do you find the band Poison write songs that parallel your life? When you try to write your name in the morning, does it look like someone drew a ball of twine? When you drink, do you break out occasionally in handcuffs? And just some advice, if you decide to take this road, my biggest advice to you is to go to a hospital to detox. I did it at home, and it almost killed me, literally. I was hallucinating, and every hole in my body was firing stuff out of it. It's like COVID on mushrooms. I'm yelling at my wife, "Stop singing those damn show tunes." And she's like, "I'm not singing, and you wouldn't know a show tune if you were in the show." But that wasn't the worst part. The fear of never having fun again and no one liking me anymore was overwhelming. I was always the let's wind him up and watch him go guy. And for a comic, that was my life. But from this side, for today, I've never been happier. Because to me now, I'm a better husband, father, son, comic, and friend. And I'm so thankful that when a window opened in my mind to get help, I jumped through it this time. I was talking to a Hollywood producer friend of mine, and he asked me how I got sober. And I told him I felt like it was God. And he goes, "That's ridiculous. If I watched a movie of you getting sober, it would just be you starring in it doing it." And I said, "That's right, but you never see the director." So in closing, if you think you need help, go balls out and get it. And if no one told you they love you today, I do.
Aww.
I'm Reno Collier, and that's my Country Fried Take.
Good job, Reno.
Well, that's very nice. Very, very sweet.
Well, thank you.
Reno, did you know that Ace Cosby's eating nothing but pizza this month?
Good transition,
I think I've done
Tom.
that before, but not on Ace side.
What a segue.
Bears his soul.
That guy
And
rips
you
his
do
heart
that.
open.
Have you ever driven a manual transmission and pop the clutch too quick and clunk, clunk, clunk?
Maybe a little space after that.
Reno, it was genuine. It was beautiful. It was vulnerable. It was honest. It was everything my dad hates.
That's why he couldn't get past it fast enough.
Yeah.
No, it was great.
Oh, hey, we got feelings here. Let's go. Wrap it up.
Thank you, Reno.
Oh, you got it, dude. I love pizza, and the pizza for a diet for an entire month, Ace. Are you pooping, dude?
Yeah.
Now, so my question to you is, if you had to eat just one thing, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a month, what would it be?
It'd be pizza.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, hands down, because you can do so much with it. You can have breakfast pizza. I'm not a pineapple guy, but I could pull it off if I had to eat nothing but pizza for a month.
Okay. Willie?
It's like a burrito bowl. Some form of a burrito bowl, little rice, little meat, little veg.
That's a great idea because then you can mix it up a little bit.
I would do spaghetti. I think that'd be mine thing. But Christy, what would you do? Popcorn? Is that right?
I can't anymore. I don't know what I would do.
Why can't you eat popcorn?
Makes my stomach hurt.
Huh.
Yeah. I like Willie's idea, burrito bowl.
Okay, Jess Hooker?
Oh my gosh, I would probably do like some kind of seafood, maybe like crab. Shrimp.
Every day for every
I
meal?
would.
For
I
breakfast?
Really,
Me
I would.
too.
I would.
Oh.
I really would. I know.
Crab for breakfast?
I would.
Ugh.
I would.
King crab, right? Ooh, boy.
Right?
Pat, what would you do?
Either crab or lobster, yeah. Huh?
No.
Salty butter, yeah.
For every meal.
I'd go broke, but it'd be delicious.
Didn't you see Castaway?
Oh, yeah.
There
he
you
looked
go.
good. Yeah, look how all the weight Tom Hanks lost.
He looked great.
Yeah.
The
He's
crab
missing a
diet.
tooth, but he looked good.
Expert spear fisherman, the whole thing.
Jake McGee?
I'd have to, probably pizza, I guess. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe cheeseburgers. I like a nice cheeseburger.
Man, I love a burger.
Yeah,
could you eat a cheeseburger at 7 in the
Too
morning?
much meat.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Okay, good.
Breakfast, lunch, and
Well,
dinner.
Reno, thank you very much for bearing your soul. We certainly appreciate it.
Oh yeah, guys. I know it was a different one. It'll be different next week.
No, it's good.
That's fine.
Really good.
Next week, why don't you talk about your addiction to porno?
Man.
I'll have to. That lamp will be missing.
Reno Collier is a very fine stand-up comedian. You'll find him in St. Louis at the Funny Bone. Is that starting Thursday or Friday?
It's starting Thursday all weekend. Yeah, man. It's going to be fun. So if you can get out, come on out and check it out. It won't be me talking like this.
Okay.
That was great. That was very important stuff. I'm glad you were able to do it. Thanks, Reno. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, guys. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, Reno.
Bye.
See you, pal.
Okay.
Never did find out who he's going to see at St. Louis.
Maybe Greg Warren or somebody.
Maybe.
Wait a minute.
We got a new song for you, old Elmore James song. We like to play it.
That's Dwayne.
It's the Allman Brothers.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
This is an old true story. This is called I Must Have Did Somebody Wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is he doing an impression of Elvis?
He's doing something.
Here it goes.
He's trying to be cool.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See, there you go. Remember that? Live at the Fillmore, the great Allman Brothers.
No, never heard it.
I never realized it till right this minute. A little of that slide guitar with me goes a long way.
Why do they go 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4? Why don't they go just 1, 2, 3, 4?
A lot of people do that, yeah.
I know.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just play one note instead of wing.
Yeah, one note.
A lot of sliding.
That'd be really exciting. And now the one note version.
Just
They must have did somebody
one note
wrong.
at a time, I guess, is what I meant.
One note at a time. He's played one note at a time. There's a valid criticism. Sorry, Dwayne. Greatest guitar player of the time.
Still owe that peach truck money.
Christy, what have you got over there?
A new cruise line allows you to live on board the ship for 3 years.
Here we go.
Life at Sea Cruises has opened bookings for its 3-year voyage on the MV Gemini,
A sea cruise.
which will set sail from Istanbul on November November 1st. The company promises to stop at 375 ports around the world, visiting 135 countries and all 7 continents. According to CNN, the ship has 400 cabins with room for up to 1,074 passengers. Cabins start at $30,000 per person per year, while balcony suites would run you about $110,000 per person. All meals are included. There's also a round-the-clock hospital with free medical care. This sounds like a hell of a deal.
It kind of does.
Yep.
$300,000 a year.
They got a
for 3
prison
years
on board.
Pat, didn't you say that one of the ships you were on, there was a woman who lived on the boat full time?
Yeah, famous woman. She's there all the time. Yeah, lived there for years.
How old is she?
I thought she was about 80, 82, maybe.
Wow.
Well,
does she get off the ship when it stops at the ports, or does she just?
I never saw her off the ship. I saw her at a lot of shows and stuff.
So did she go see the Pat Godwin show?
Of course, yeah, front row.
It's a must.
Standing ovation. She's the first one to stand.
It's an absolute must-see ticket.
It took her a while. She's 82, but she's still.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know.
Man, if you got the $110,000 suite, that's close to around $9,000 a month. Like that's like rent.
But you've got
and
all your food.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You don't have to,
inclusive, yeah.
There's no transportation. You don't have to worry about driving.
Oh, wow.
You don't have to worry about medical care because it's already taken care of.
You
That's
don't have
Do you have phone service out there? Does the cell phone that work on the
some places.
Some places, yeah.
Yeah, you get the Wi-Fi, yeah.
You get depressed, you just jump off the back.
I bet this
That happens a lot.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Called jumpers, yeah. That's when the ship stops. They don't tell you.
Well, they don't call them the Ys, okay? Of course, they call them the jumpers.
Yikes. I don't think I could do it for too long.
Man, it's not a really big ship either. It's not like one of those big.
No, so it's going to bounce around a lot.
So how long do I have to decide before I get on the ship?
How long do you have to decide?
When it takes off? In 3 years.
It takes off November 1st, so you have a few months.
Okay, all right.
But you can pretty much get on any one of them. If you just kept paying, you could stay on board, right?
Sure.
You could, yeah.
So you get on one of those gigantic ones if you want.
Oasis of the Seas, Allure of the Seas.
What was the one that you were on, the old lady was on the whole time?
I think it was a Carnival ship, like Carnival Breeze is what it was. She loved that. That was a great ship.
And she was famous for this?
Famous, yeah. Everybody loved her. She's very social.
Did you write a song about her?
No, did not.
Why not?
I had other things to do. Didn't really see the need to write a song.
Is she still alive? Is she still doing it?
I don't know. I'll bet she is, actually.
That would make a good documentary. No?
You got the,
I thought you had a follow up. I was waiting for the tagline. Maybe a fake name.
They've already opened the bookings on March 1st. I bet this is sold out already because that's too good of a deal. It's like if you got a $30,000 cabin, that's like $85 a day. I mean, if you have 3 years to.
Yeah.
You think Santa Claus could find me if I was on a ship?
No, of course. Santa Claus can find you.
Santa Claus can find you.
Yeah, I did Christmas on a ship. They find you.
You did Christmas on a ship?
Yeah, out of Puerto Rico. That was a very sad.
I think
Feliz Navidad. I'll make you feel right at home.
I think all of a sudden you've rocketed to the top of most depressing things ever said.
Yeah, boy, I felt like I was back there.
Christmas on the
That
ship.
was terrible.
Second,
I
by myself. Third,
Okay. Right now, I want to talk about BetterHelp. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process. Things are changing all the time. You got to grow. And therapy is about deepening your own self-awareness and understanding. And that's where BetterHelp comes in. They'll hook you up with a licensed therapist who can continue the journey with you. And how does it work? Well, you fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And once again, BetterHelp is all online. So it's much more convenient, inexpensive, comparatively speaking. So get the details by going to betterhelp.com/BT show. That will knock 10% off your first month. Once again, you fill out a brief questionnaire and you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. Give BetterHelp a try. As I said, it's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. And it's not a sign of weakness to be asking for help. Once again, find your potential with BetterHelp. It's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show to knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/BT BT show. Coming up, our history lesson. Do we have time to get the human skin jacket in?
Sure.
Let's try to. Okay, it's disgusting. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Okay. I actually wrote a song for you guys.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I did. You guys did a story last week, and I was listening to it on the plane ride on the way out. I'm a VIP member. Just want you to know that, because I'm in LA. And so I was listening to the show, and you guys did a story that just knocked me out. And where most people see tragedy, of course, I hear a song. And so I thought it would be nice for my debut here on the Bob and Tom Show. Do a little tribute to you guys here.
Okay.
My wife was feeling frisky. We'd been drinking whiskey. That's when she said the magic words, "Baby, what you want?" So I grabbed a roll of duct tape and a toy out of her nightstand, and I hooked it to the end of my reciprocating saw. Right next to her dresser, I cranked up the air compressor, standing in my birthday suit with my safety goggles on. I can't describe the beauty or how fast it shook her booty with an attachment you won't find in the Sawzall catalog. When the firemen arrived, they just couldn't believe their eyes. She cursed my name and shot me a look so fierce. I said, "Honey, on the bright side, you always wanted your lip pierced." They applied the pressure and they tried to stop the blood while I explained to the cops about our reciprocated love. Someday we'll look back and laugh. Damn near cut my wife in half. I am no magician, David Copperfield, I ain't. But she is my sweet baby. She is one tough lady. Not every girl could handle 40 stitches in her tank. The doctors say that she'll be fine. She'll be back up on all fours in no time. I feel so bad that she could have been killed. I should have stuck to basics, my trusty craftsman drill. I get down on my knees and thank heaven up above. She will live to tell our grandkids about our reciprocated love.
Wow. Brian Hayner.
All right.
That's Brian Hayner.
And thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show each and every morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update from the NBA. Memphis Grizzlies coach Taylor Jenkins says there's no timetable for Ja Morant to return to the team. Two-time All-Star wasn't in Los Angeles for games against the Clippers and the Lakers. The NBA investigates a social media post in which Morant appeared to be holding a gun in a nightclub. Clippers beat Memphis yesterday, 135-129. Also winning in the NBA in double overtime, Knicks beat the Celtics in Boston. Phoenix, Indiana, the Lakers, Brooklyn, Portland, Houston, Oklahoma City, and Milwaukee also winning. Top 25 college basketball yesterday. Number 1, Houston beat Memphis late. Number 5, Purdue over Illinois. Number 15, Indiana held on to beat Michigan in overtime. And Penn State beating number 21, Maryland, 65-64. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Time now for Flash Traffic with the fastest man in the world, 9-time Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis.
And now we go to our flash traffic reporter, Carl Lewis, with traffic on the west side.
Hey, Bob and Tom. I'm on the west side, and traffic looks great. Now I'm going to run over to the far east side and take a look at traffic conditions over there. Okay, I'm on the east side now. Everything looks smooth over here. Want me to check the north side?
Sure, Carl.
All right, here we go. Oh, guys, traffic is running off fine up here up north. Anything else you need?
Listen, Carl, could you check south side traffic? I know it's a long way. You could also pick up an iced tea for me, venti green iced tea at Starbucks on your way, if you don't mind.
Okay, that's a little step, but I'll get there. Oh, my goodness, that was kind of a detour, but here, 2 Splendid just like you like it.
Oh, thank you very much, Carl. Carl, could you come back to the studio to sign some photos for us?
Oh, okay, I can do that. Sure thing, Tom. Oh, made it. All right, give me a pen.
This has been Flash Traffic with Carl Lewis.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Wow. Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait.
Those KISS tickets in just a few minutes.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Having some bra problems, I see.
I was having an itch problem, but it happened to be my gosh.
So you're adjusting her bra?
I was scratching right here.
Whatever critter is in there.
I have critters.
You could always ask for help if you need.
I have sweater puppies.
Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's here.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. Josh Arnold. Sick.
We didn't talk too much about the combine, the NFL combine. I was just reading this thing. It's amazing what these guys get fixated on. Alabama quarterback Bryce Young.
Tiny guy.
Listed at 6 feet. Apparently. His actual height, 5'10" and 1/8 of an inch.
Really?
Is that the official report?
That's what I'm looking at right here.
Okay, well, that's a big deal. Does it give his weight? Because a lot of the teams will say, I'm not drafting someone who's quarterback lighter than 195. I'm not making any of this up.
Really?
Yep.
Here's the thing, guys. Listen to me out there. If you're a quarterback, you're under 195, come talk to me. I'll get you up. I was over 200, 7th grade, baby. I'll get you up there real quick.
Willie Griswold's Weight Gain Boutique.
And you know what? It's not only about the weight game. It's about the fun that you have and the friends you make along the way. That's the whole thing in our program.
That sounds good.
Dear Tom.
Look at this. There's an ancillary note here. The movie The Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
Mm-hmm.
One of the classics.
Yes.
49 feet 2 inches.
Oh, she lied.
Oh, it's terrible. I'm sorry.
Bob and Tom, we're only 6 days. This is from Brian. We're only 6 days in, and this pizza thing is way out of hand. You can't just throw a bunch of S together, bake it, and call it pizza. Ace, since Tom's buying, why not fly to Chicago and get a good pizza? That's from Brian.
Well, you can have some great Chicago pizzas flown here.
We have great Chicago pizza restaurants here.
Okay, they're just saying.
We have a letter here from Lisa, and this is kind of the throwing stuff on a pizza, making it sound like a pizza. Her husband came up with the idea of chili dog pizza. We use chili sauce instead of pizza sauce, sliced hot dogs, onions, cheddar cheese, drizzled mustard over top, and it was cooked.
Wow.
Sounds pretty good to
Without
me.
the mustard, I would love that.
Not
I would
bad.
love that.
Oh.
That sounds very good. Once again, Jess is going to make some pizza. By the way, the weight, my chart says 204, Chick.
He weighs 204?
Apparently. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's heavier than they thought, so maybe he's okay.
He's very good.
And Jess is going to make a turkey pizza, a Thanksgiving
that's
pizza.
right.
Okay. Time now for Today in History, March 6th.
I haven't looked at this. We'll have to get to...
all right.
We'll get to the human skin
tomorrow.
Jackets tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'll keep them.
And we got. Is it Ed Gein or Ed Gein? Does anybody know?
I say Eddie G.
Really?
Hey, whatever your favorite movie of that killing people is, it's
Silence of the Lambs.
Way to go, Ed. He opened the door for all that stuff.
Okay.
15, I think it's Gein. But
okay. 1521, Ferdinand Magellan discovered Guam. Doesn't Guam sound filthy?
Guam.
Yeah. Did you see what happened to Christy? Yikes. Guam all over the streets.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Now it sounds filthy.
Oh, it's just the way I delivered it?
Quickly.
Okay, sorry. Let's see. The Dmitry Mendeleev. What is it? This is the periodic table of the elements.
Oh, yeah, that guy, sure.
Presented to the Russian Chemical Society. They're up to no good. Bunch of Ruskies.
Early on, there were only two, H and O.
1899, Bayer patents aspirin. When I was a kid, they had those commercials, and she'd go, "You need Bayer aspirin." She goes, then she'd always go, "May I use your bathroom?" I honestly thought you had to take off your clothes to put it in. I didn't know.
Of course you didn't.
What year was that?
Oh,
when did you have your first suppository? I think it affected you.
When I was a kid, I thought Bayer aspirin was a
when
suppository.
When did Bayer come up with aspirin? What year was it?
Oh, way back.
It hasn't changed since they invented
1899. Oh, it's a miracle drug.
Around the same time, they came up with heroin.
Oh,
yeah.
Happy birthday, Michelangelo, or his buddies called him Mikey.
Mikey, that's right. Mikey, what are you paying? Get out from there.
The great David Gilmour from Pink Floyd, born 1946 on this day.
Okay, we like him, right? We don't like the
His sitcom, The Gilmore Guy, is kind of boring. Sitting around, jamming on the guitars.
A moody noodle.
Have you seen the David Gilmour meme? I'll show it to you later.
The great film director and actor Rob Reiner, friend of the show, and Tom Arnold. 1959 for Tom Arnold. You read Tom Arnold Palmer?
No.
It's iced tea, lemonade, and methamphetamine. It's
nice.
Jumpy.
There's the things we learned today on the Bob and Tom Show. Josh is on assignment. He's under the weather. Ace Cosby had a pizza weekend.
Tom got an email.
Christy says pepperoni pizza is too greased.
It is.
Pat Godwin had a matter of crust as a song about pizza for Ace Cosby.
Got to get one for tomorrow, Pat.
I know. I was just thinking that.
I seem annoyed about pizza talk. I don't know about that.
Really?
Christy has lots of friends who do amazing things and have amazing lives.
I do.
Yep,
I'm a lucky person.
Let's see.
Did you have a part about Christy going to hell for telling everybody they don't have to?
I did not tell everybody.
Yeah.
I said my diocese.
Your diocese?
Yes.
Okay, that's your, what is that, your county church?
Statewide.
Okay.
Well, no, we have different dioceses
so
in our
you're allowed
state.
to drink on St. Patrick's Day, is that it?
Oh, that drinking thing never went away. It's the eating meat.
Oh, I see. Because St. Patty's Day is a Friday?
Yes.
Wow, that's going to be rough. St. Patrick's Day, Friday, hire extra cops.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.